Put them up, motherfuckers. We're live. I'm live. We're still waiting on Chad to go live because he's a big old goon. Somebody just messaged me on Discord. Was that you?
Nope.
Okay. Hi, Grace. Tell me how the levels are, Grace. I don't know what needs to go up or down or anything. Because I can't hear it. Just give a heads up. While I look for Shedwood's YouTube channel, but I am subscribed. I swear. SHEWARDS. It's good. Is it good for Sheddy as well? Hey, Place Up, how you doing, man? Is his levels okay? Sorry. Hello, everyone. Hi. Hello. Okay. Okay, Grace. Okay. It's a little bit laggy and stuff, but, you know. I'm running it off a laptop. Connection's a bit shoddy. We'll manage. Main issue is
Bro.
with virtual camera.
I just put in the whole title and YouTube only, and then it deleted everything. I hate
Think Shed needs a higher volume? Okay, I can either lower me down or boost him. That works. Okay. Do that.
Boost me.
Boost me! Toss me! I can't jump that far. You'll have to toss me. I don't have any alerts on, so there should be no alerts interrupting the stream. Let me pause my own videos.
I might let George start first. I think that's the uncut version.
And definitely not because you weren't ready. I do have your chat open as well, if you need me to read your chat to you.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright, guys, I'm ready to start. I don't even have a thumbnail for this one.
No, me neither. I'm just going to the good old-fashioned, old-school one. Okay, so to crack things off.
I know.
That's how you.
Face has gone funny again, man.
Did I get a haircut? I had a haircut ages ago. You just can't see it because I've got the earmuffs. Earmuffs? That's not right.
Why are you turned into a cow?
What have you done to my face to make me? It's got to be the virtual camera. That's it. I don't understand why. I don't know why.
Well, I'm back, guys. Welcome back to another podcast. It's been 4 months, long awaited. This Shedcast is back, and better than ever. We're back to talk some rubbish. There's no need for this one. You guys asked for it.
Did they?
Provided.
Who asked for it?
Hey, Mr. Baby.
Did anyone ask for this?
No one.
No one.
You know.
We have to pretend. We have to pretend like we have an audience.
Oh, to be fair, hey, Mr. Baked Bean. Hey, Jakey Boy. Hey, Chocolate Orange. Hey, everyone.
Hey, now,
guys,
Jakey Boy. I don't see that you're live.
We gotta go on.
There we are. I see it.
Come on, boys. Let's get them 5 likes. George is commenting. Shed first. Tell me how his pregnancy is fake. Well, it's not fake now. I'm gonna be a dad. Daddy Shed.
Gross.
Do a dance. I'm not doing a dance.
Do a dance.
That is not what this is for.
Do a dance.
Can we just appreciate George's camera quality before we start?
I don't know why it's doing it either. It's a 720p camera, and I look like a burn victim, like you said. I don't know why it's doing it. It's got to be.
You know what, George? You come in my stream earlier claiming that you have the best setup, the best equipment, and you're lowering my quality.
No, I do have good quality stuff. It's a 720p webcam. It's on a Ethernet cable with the goddamn blackout Blue Yeti. But I don't know why it's doing this. It's got to be the virtual cam, and I don't know why it's doing it. Because it's fine on my side, and it's got to be the internet connection.
I'm always tired. I work night shifts, and I'm like a night owl. My generation don't sleep.
Never ever.
How you doing, Kerry? Let me know how many likes we're on, guys, because I'm not going to go on YouTube, so I'm not going to check these things. You know, let me know. But yeah, let's get right into it. This is a Shedcast, episode 10. We've done 10 of these, I know. We've made people sit through 10 of them.
And we've still not got any better at it either. Should I just turn it off?
all it's capturing is your teeth.
I don't know why.
No, just leave it there. Look at me. Keep it. Rainbow Rick on Fortnite. I haven't slept for 7 days. What's Rainbow Rick? That's like 200, is it?
Oh,
Level
hang
200,
on,
I think.
I've bugged it. There we go.
Gorgeous
Fixed.
back. I'm the only one in the stream. It looks like there's quite a few people in, to be honest, but unless they've dropped out. But let me know how many likes are on as well. You can keep an eye on it. So before we start, I just want to start with on this day. I thought that'd be quite interesting.
So what you're doing is what you're saying is you've stolen my stuff from last time, because I used to do on this day, used to do this day on gaming.
I don't think you've ever done that, George.
But this is every time.
Play FIFA again. We could play FIFA again, but I'll still just be versing George. I think.
Yeah, we're not going to do anything else.
Everybody's better than me.
Didn't even know I'm getting there.
Likes. Yes, boys. Let's try.
You're on 4. You're on 4 likes.
Okay. So, on this day, today was actually the day that MTV launched, August the 1st, 1981, and they started by playing "Video Killed the Radio Star" by the Buggles.
Now to one of you play? What? Bro, what?
This was in 1944. August the 1st was Anne Frank's last diary entry. Jordan, what?
Why am I in your chat?
It's in your face. I don't know.
What
the guy in the chat is making me laugh, and I shouldn't be laughing. I'm talking about Anne Frank's last diary entry, and there's a guy in chat pretending to be George.
Pretending to be me again. Yeah. Always pretending to be me.
1936 was also the first televised Olympics.
What would that be?
You're not giving me anything, man. You're not
was that Germany? Was that Germany?
You're not saying anything.
It was Germany, right?
It was Germany.
I thought it was. It was the one. It was Hitler, wasn't it?
1,000 people watched. Yeah, I also read that at that Olympics, I think pigeons just crapped all over the place, which was quite funny. But you know, that one. Also, slavery was abolished. Well, that happened on this day. Hey, Haywire.
Well, the issue is, it was abolished in the UK, but I think the colonies were a bit later to bring it up. I think it ended up being like maybe the 40s. I think is when it like fully got wiped out.
You know what your camera looks like, George. You look like a Minecraft character.
I am Steve.
I just twigged it.
I'm Steve.
I just twigged it.
It's like we've done this content before.
I made Dr. Octopus. Dr. Octopus was so long ago.
That was Spider-Man 1.
Or something.
Yeah. That was a Spider-Man 1. Yeah, well, yeah.
Okay, because National Spider-Man Day. Who your favourite Spider-Man?
National Spider-Man Day?
My favourite Spider-Man. That's tough. I think it's going to have to be Tobey, because I grew up with him. Like, he was my Spider-Man. But we've already done a Spider-Man episode. If you want to watch it.
My favourite. Before you do this, I would like to answer that question as well. Thank you, please. My favourite Spider-Man is New Spider-Man. I've forgotten his name. It slipped.
He's really good.
He plays it well.
I think he's got the humour down better than any other Spider-Man. I think.
But my favourite Aunt May is young Aunt May.
MTV. We've done on this day, so MTV 1981, Anne Frank's last diary entry 1944, the first televised Olympics in 1936, and slavery was abolished. And now, how much would you trade a year of your life for, George?
About £5, honestly. Who's buying?
It's got to be more than £5. Let's just say you have to go into a coma for a year, and someone's going to pay you for that time. How much is your year worth?
Honestly, a year isn't worth too much to me at the minute. Maybe like 20,000, maybe, because.
The thing is, for me, like.
Because that's what I would be.
Do it for like 30k.
But the thing is, that's what you'd be earning if you're working anyway. 25k is about what you're working at.
I'll get a year's sleep. I wouldn't have to do anything, and I'll wake up in a year. I'll be like, "Oh, is it that time already?"
Yeah, exactly.
Give me the 30k.
Give me the 30k.
You know? But the problem is for me, like, it's different because I would obviously miss my baby being.
Oh yeah, of course.
So
if it wasn't for that,
for you don't really have to prioritize, you know. Rainbow Rick on Fortnite. I've read that one. Yeah, but for you, George, I mean, you just wake up in a year, everything's the same.
Nothing would change.
Your mum and dad get a break. Sister gets the break. And then you come back and they say, oh, fuck you, man.
You're back. You can finally pay rent. God damn.
And you can actually be able to like afford to upgrade your camera.
So the funny thing is, it's not my
You've got
camera.
red gloves on, George.
That's my
Red
hands.
gloves then. Look, you drink again and have a look at your camera. You got a red glove on. Oh,
So-
man, it didn't quite work that time.
So it's got to be the connection, the internet connection over Discord, rather than it being the camera. Because my camera quality is fine, your camera quality is fine. It's just got to be the.
That's the chat. Like, how much would you trade a year of your life for?
But the thing is, as well,
Anyone answers.
if you're in like crypto sleep, you wouldn't age. You'd still be the same age as you are now. Just everything else happens around you.
Wait, crypto sleep. You mean cryogenesis?
Yeah, it's called crypto sleep. It's
I
the
don't
same
think
thing.
it's called crypto sleep.
Of course, it's called crypto sleep. You big
Is it?
tits.
I don't think it is.
Yeah,
You're 24, yeah. I'm not 24 yet.
I'm 24.
Who's your favourite actor? Mine is The Rock. The Rock is a good actor. My favourite actor, that's like a tough one to be honest.
Yeah, that's what I was
Because
thinking
I've
as
watched so
well.
many films, I don't really have a favourite.
Um,
I'm not going to ask Alexa things. My favourite actor is Ryan Reynolds. Ryan Reynolds is another good one. Yeah.
I don't know, because like
No, I'm gonna do it.
it depends. Because
When can you do a fashion show? Come on, guys, chill out, man. We did one like 10 minutes ago.
bro, we did it an hour ago. We just did one. You big tits.
Literally, we've already done one today. So Jake's saying 2 mil. This
That's-
guy highly values. a
What
year.
what do you
The thing
do
is,
in a year though?
is nothing.
What do you do in a year, really, when you think about it? You get 1 year older. You won't be doing that if you're in crypto sleep anyway.
10,000 V-Bucks. 100,000 V-Bucks. Bro, that's like 100 quid or something.
100k, really?
And
Why
then
not
come
1
back
mil?
In a year. Come back in a year. Fortnite's not even. No one's playing Fortnite
That's the
anymore.
thing. That's what I'm worried about. When people put so much money into games, the game's just gonna die, and they've wasted their money on
The
non-refundable.
thing is, I mean, Fortnite's been around since 2017, hasn't it? You know, so.
Yeah, but how long?
it
How
has-
long do
it's-
you think
it's
that's
lasted
really?
so long.
How long is that gonna go in the long run? Like even with CODs, they don't last more really than like 2,
I
5, 6
Fortnite
years.
could probably do. Fortnite could do 5 to 10 years because it's so big and they're changing so regularly.
Hmm.
It could be like Minecraft, I think.
Maybe, but I mean, Minecraft works
100K
because
really want 1 mil.
Minecraft is different because it's a voxel game. You can do whatever you want in it, really. And updates, the updates are huge. Whereas Fortnite, it's
How do you make friends? I'm sure.
it's
Don't be a dick.
don't be a dick, yeah. So
Right. I've got some more segments as well at the podcast. But I'll let you carry on speaking, George.
Fortnite, I don't think it will last until 2035. Like,
What is your favourite MCU film? Oh, my God. Caden,
we
you
say
asked me that
every day.
1,000 times, bro. 1,000 times. Every stream you ask that same question.
Mhm.
Every time.
Every stream.
I can't pick a favourite MCU film because I'm such
I
a
can.
nerd.
I
and
can.
I really like all of them. I know the one I don't like, and that is For the Dark World. That is
See,
one that
my
I'm
favorite is
convinced
Ragnarok.
is
Ragnarok is my
terrible.
go-to. If I want to have a sit down and
Ragnarok is
enjoy.
amazing. And remember,
Ragnarok.
we've watched that together in cinema, George, remember? Ragnarok is amazing. They got the humour right, and it completely, like, changed.
It reset it,
Um,
right, didn't it?
It made 4 so much better.
Taika's such a good director.
Politically.
MCU film Venom wasn't an MCU film. Venom was a Sony film, a Fox film, right?
But it's Sony. Fortnite, I think 2035.
It won't last that long.
I mean, that's a long time.
Like,
You know why it won't last that long? Because Fortnite
Technology
is
will
your
evolve.
generation's game. Everyone in chat, all you guys like that are sort of like, I say like 5 to like 25 or 30. That's their game. That's Fortnite's age group, right?
you won't be
And
playing
30
once you get a job.
In-
You won't be playing it. You'll have like
14 years, you guys will have so many priorities. You won't be able to play the game, and it's good if they don't get the new kids involved. It's gonna die out. That's the issue with it. Shed, when will your merch drop? My merch will drop when we hit 10k, I'm hoping. But it might be sooner, I don't know. I've got some ideas for merch, but I want it to be good. Aha, Riddler.
So again with Fortnite,
My
right?
favourite is that.
It is a good film.
Only your Fortnite can drop.
So the
I'm not that relevant, bro.
issue with Fortnite is that it's a very fixed game. You can't do much to a battle royale to make it not a battle royale. It's the same with Apex, same with Warzone. Warzone's dying out now because it is just the same thing over and over again. It's the same with all battle royales. They're eventually going to burn out because they're the same thing.
You know, Martin McFly in Back to the Future when he starts fading away. Looks like the photograph.
Do you know, the annoying thing was, it didn't happen until I started streaming, so it's got to be because I'm using the Wi-Fi, the internet.
You got like 14 subs today. I don't think it was 14, probably around 7 subs. I don't think it was 14 subs, but we are growing slowly, which is good. We've snagged them for a bit. I'm 11. Oh, nice. What's your favourite game? That's tough.
It is tough because we both played COD. We were big COD gamers a long time ago.
So many games. I think my favourite, like the one I had the most fun on, would be Call of Duty Zombies.
Yeah,
I'd say. I always had so much fun on that game, and then it would probably be Minecraft because that's a game I've continuously played for like 10 years. So, I mean, Fortnite it is pushing up the ranks because we play it a lot more these days. But I wouldn't say it's like favourite. But it's it's climbing.
See,
it's so hard because me and George
we played a lot of games.
3 or 4 generations ago. So there's also all the old.
See, we were brought up on PlayStation 1. We were brought on N64, which is what I played first. So those games will always hold a special place in my heart.
Spider-Man star. What, like a fat Spider-Man? Holding a monster can, and swings around and falls off his web. That'd be the amount.
Sounds about right.
You just got to keep grinding, man. Keep grinding. I mean, George. What did you get, George? Like 2 subs, but 2 subs.
4.
Subs.
I was on.
That's 2 more people.
No, I was on 157 yesterday, so I've got to 162 today. So
I'll just say, guys,
a fair amount.
I love the fact that you guys haven't even picked up on my background. Like, there's no context in my background. I've literally got Chickenhead George, Boris, good old Boris, Mr. Bean, with his new mini, and Link from
Mm-hmm.
And no one's
commented it.
And also, my shed logo fits so nice into the 80s background. I spent like 30 minutes on this, George, while you've just been sitting there in the bath.
I had a nice bath.
Inside and watching TikTok.
Yeah, I was having a great time. See, I feel like the cultured one. I was the cultured one for doing that. Yeah, Sonic, Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, those are great games. But for me, I think
those are classic.
My favourite might be Spyro, you know? It's the one that I always go back to.
As well, George. You'd actually be getting excited about the Link because that's actually got something to do with
I also do like Legend of Zelda. I love Zelda!
I like your favourite. That's like one of your favourite games ever.
Oh, no.
When I was a kid, it was
not Ocarina.
Spyro.
It wasn't Ocarina. Ocarina wasn't my favourite. My favourite was Majora's Mask, because that was fucking terrifying. Majora's Mask is fucking terrifying as playing as a kid.
Yeah, for me, growing up, it was Sonic, Crash Bandicoot, and Spyro. Those were always the big players, and also Ratchet and Clank. But
I've never played a Ratchet and Clank.
Like, it wasn't that much.
I've never played a Ratchet and Clank, and until like I started streaming, I'd never played a Naughty Dog game.
That's probably a similar age to us.
I'd never played a Naughty Dog game until I started streaming, and then played Uncharted. I've never played Crash Bandicoot.
Oh, George, I'm ending the stream.
The revelations that you're hearing.
Oh, this is your mum. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Jake. I thought you was dissing me then. That's why I was like about to laugh.
You're about to fucking smack back.
Bro, I'm gonna get cancelled after this stream because some guy made me laugh when I was talking about Anne Frank, and now I'm laughing at this comment because I thought it was about me. That's it, George. Sip. We need to sip some hard stuff, man.
Are you a monster? Is that what you're drinking?
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Jake. My parents are about 55, 58, something like that.
My dad's.
I don't know what you're
60.
on about. I didn't know your background. Look at my problem. Canem stole your chicken
God
head.
damn it! I know.
I hope that goes around the internet, bro.
It probably will.
All right, guys.
It will.
Let's break it up a bit. Let's get to the next part of the podcast, as I'm basically carrying this whole thing because
You
George
are.
hasn't done anything apart from had a bath.
I'm having a great time.
Um,
But what you can't take away from me is that I've had a fantastic day.
It's always me asking the questions to George and never the other way around.
Yeah, well, that's our roles, right?
George,
I am the
can I just
comedic
say-
break.
I look like 21p on your screen as well. I'll just say that.
You don't look that
Um,
bad, actually. On mine, you look alright.
I've got some fact or cap for you.
Okay.
It's gonna load.
Do we have vodka in our rooms?
Right.
I've not drank vodka in about 10 years. I think I would
George,
die if I started drinking it.
Don't look at like my screen because it's gonna tell you the answers.
I don't have your screen on, but your
This
camera.
one's a pretty bad one, to be honest. This is a random website. Okay. It's literally got a video in the way of what I need to capture.
Perfect.
Prince Harry is taller than Prince William. Fact or cap?
Cap, I think. Wait, which way round was it? William is taller. Is that what you asked?
Prince Harry is taller than Prince William.
William's taller.
True or false?
William's taller.
That is false.
So I was right.
So Prince William is 1.91 meters and Prince Harry is 1.86 meters.
Woo!
The star sign Aquarius is represented by a tiger.
Aquarius. No, Aquarius is a fish. I think.
I don't know why I'm laughing at that.
I think Aquarius is a fish.
It's true.
Really?
It's true. It's represented by a tiger, apparently.
What the fuck? No, it's not.
I don't even know these ones.
I'm doing a bloody Google right now.
Oh my god, George, you know what's funny? There's this random video of this girl on the where your capture should be on the website I'm using, and it's literally in replacement of you.
Oh no.
You are funny. I don't know about that. I don't know what you're on about.
It's not. Aquarius
Oh,
isn't
it's your
a
background.
tiger.
My problem. Why did the screen turn black then white? Because I'm capturing something. Star sign Aquarius is represented by a tiger.
It's not. It's by a man with a jar.
True.
It's a man with a jar. Where are they getting this shit from? They're liars.
Probably a man with a tiger, George.
It's not. It's literally a man pouring a jar of water. Look. Look.
I don't even know because
Oh, I'm gonna have to click on something.
I don't even know because I'm just I just clicked on my Photoshop.
That is what it is. Look right there. It's a
You know, I
man
can't
with a
see your
jar.
camera.
No, I know. I'm showing it for my stream. It's a man with a fucking jug. Is what Aquarius is.
Alright, let's get back to it then. Marrakesh is the capital of Morocco. Fact or cap?
True.
Or true or false?
I think it's true. I have no facts about Marrakesh or Morocco. I hope you're not fishing for facts.
Makes no sense.
Why?
A second. They've got the order all bloody wrong, man. So that's number 4, right? It says false. It's Rabat.
Rabbit.
But I said it's a rabbit. That's why.
Rabbit is a place
It's
in
Rabat.
Malta as well.
You know what?
Kerry says it's
I'll give up on
true.
this page,
Kerry
bro.
says
I've
it's
got another
true.
page.
Kerry says she'd been
What?
there. Unless it's in Morocco but not the capital, which is a possibility.
Maybe that page is just messed up. We're gonna forget that page, right? So, Friends star Lisa Kudrow was originally cast in the sitcom Frasier.
True.
True or false? True, she was cast as Fraser's producer, Roz. But then after one episode, it was replaced by Perry. If you were born between May 1st and 20th, then you're a Gemini. Why is it always a star sign question second?
May 1st and what?
And 20th. Don't be Googling it, George.
I think that's false.
Oh, you're not looking at my screen as well.
Oh no, you can literally look at my stream and you can see what I can see.
You're actually a Taurus if your birthday falls within those dates. That is false.
I'm good at this game.
Emma Roberts is the daughter of Julia Roberts.
Julia Roberts. Who's Julia Roberts? What does she play? I'm gonna say
She's been in everything.
yeah, I think she has. I'm gonna say false.
That is false. Emma Roberts is actually Julia Roberts' niece.
Ooh.
There are over 2,500 stars on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. True or false?
True. It's a long old walk.
True. There are 2,691 stars out of 2,220.
Bro, I'm so fucking good at this.
That makes no sense. That makes no sense. There are 2,691 stars out of 2,020. What is it with these websites, man?
No, that makes sense because there are some.
I don't even.
There are some that aren't stars that are like directors or stuff. I think.
Oh, never mind. Never mind. My brain is melted. It's as of 2020. I'm an idiot.
You fucking.
I'm just not trusting the website because of the last one. Number 5.
Number 5.
Fruit flies were the first living creatures sent into space.
True.
True or false?
True. They sent. I think they sent them up to figure out if it was gonna like, kill people. I think. Because then it went.
Okay.
Monkey. Dog. Monkey. Something else.
True. Fruit flies were sent into space in a V2 rocket in 1947. I hope you're not looking at this screen as well, George, because I think you are.
I don't have your
You
screen.
can literally see all the.
Honestly, all I can see is your chat, my chat, but I'm looking at the bottom half of chat.
Number 6. Cyclones spin in a clockwise direction in the southern hemisphere.
No, is that true? Is it the other way around? Clockwise is that way. Toilets go that way. False.
What about you linking it to toilets?
False.
Same false.
Yeah.
It's true.
Fuck! I got it the other way around.
Number 7. Goldfish only have a memory of 3
False.
seconds. True or false?
False.
You think it's false?
I think it's false.
How long do you think it is?
I think it's about 3 minutes or so, I think.
False. Scientists have found their memories can actually last for months.
Oh. Better than I thought. Because people have taught them to go through mazes.
Then we'll move on. The capital of Libya is Benghazi.
Benghazi is in the Middle East. I don't know if it's Libya.
True or false, sir?
I'm going to say true.
You're loving this, aren't you, George?
I am.
Take back to your pod.
My brain is working. It's working.
False. It's Tripoli.
Fuck. Tripoli.
I don't even know these myself. Number 9. Dolly Parton is the godmother of Miley Cyrus. True or false?
True.
I hope you guys are playing along in the chat if anyone's still here. Probably not.
Kerry is paying attention. She's saying true. False. True. We'll wait for Kerry to answer.
Well, she can see the answer.
Kerry!
Well, there might be a bit of a delay, actually. True. Dolly Parton is good friends with Miley's dad, country star Billy Ray Cyrus.
Billy Ray Cyrus, hit singer of I'm gonna
Number
take
10.
that horse to the old
Roger
town road.
Federer has won. Number 10. Roger Federer has won the most Wimbledon titles of any player. True or false?
I'm not
I just realised, George, I'm not even counting the points. So
I
you
don't-
don't win anything for this.
Fuck you. I'm gonna say false, but I'm not 100%.
Maybe if you win, we'll start a GoFundMe to get you a new camera.
Maybe.
I'm gonna keep bringing that up.
It's not actually my
That's
camera.
the
It's the
female
connection.
podcast.
It's the connection. I need new internet.
I know it is.
False.
Camera. Were you talking about the camera or true or false? Yeah, so that's false. He's won 8, but Martina Navratilova has won 9.
I have no idea who the fuck that is.
We'll do a couple more.
Will we?
It's getting tasty.
It's getting tasty, is it? It's
An
getting
octopus has 5 hearts. True or false?
true.
That's 5 hearts, George.
True.
That's a lot of hearts.
It's true. Northern Ireland. What the fuck does that mean, Jake?
It's false.
Fuck.
That's 3. We got a Darth Vader one here. I want to do that. Hang on, we'll do the Channel Tunnel. The Channel Tunnel is the longest rail tunnel in the world. True or false? Fact or cap?
False. I think there is something. I think maybe like under like. I'm gonna say false because I know that there are some that go through mountains, quite long mountains in the Alps.
Okay. I'll probably get none of these.
Hey, Cranky.
George,
How you doing, man?
It is false. The hard base tunnel in Switzerland is 4 miles longer.
The
35
fucking
miles
Alps.
long.
What did I tell you, bitch?
Let's get to the next one. We're going to do the Darth Vader one.
Okay.
Darth Vader famously says the line, "Luke, I am your father," in The Empire Strikes Back. True or false? I got a feeling this is a trick one.
Does he? I don't know if that's the
I bet
right
it's something
phrase.
similar.
I bet it's the phrasing. Yeah. No,
Because
no.
why
that
would you
is-
put that in? Like, everyone knows
No, no.
iconic
Is it
quote,
the
but
wrong
is it
film?
Luke, I am your father.
I think that is the right
Could
thing,
be the
but
wrong film.
I think it's the wrong film.
You've done too many quizzes, George, in your time, man. You've
I
done too
have.
many
I
family
have.
quizzes, bro.
I have. I'm gonna say
Are your cameras miraculously fixed as well?
gang
Apart from the TV. Oh, no, it's not. If you just stay next to the mic.
stationary. Okay. I think it's false. I think it's a different film.
It's got to be a trick shot. Right?
Yeah, I think so as well. I think that it might be. What's the? It's not the. It's
The
what?
line is actually, "I am your father."
Oh, so it doesn't even say Luke. Okay.
I always thought it was. Luke, I am your father, though. I really thought it was that, but it's not. That's
You're in-
interesting.
Cranky's in RNG. It's a really cool plan.
What's it called? It's called the Kennedy effect, isn't it?
Yeah.
And you remember something differently to how it happened. I'm guessing
Because of
most
something
people
else.
remember that.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's that done. I just need to check something real quick.
What is RNG, Cranky? I've seen a lot of people with it in their tags before.
Let's read some stuff then. Don't forget to like the stream, guys. How many likes we on, George?
You're on 6.
That was our section of true or false.
I'm
You
honestly.
can tell I spent a lot of work preparing this.
Yeah,
Kerry
you
says
just-
6. Thank you, Kerry. I'm not good at spelling. Where should I start reading this from? Jacob says hi. Oh, he stole my profile picture. What is that Jacob or
No, that's
Caleb? I
Caleb.
cannot tell.
It's Caleb.
Do you know how many baby sharks have? Well, there's 50, but they all eat each other, and only one, sometimes two, are born. The strongest survives.
It's the same with crabs. Crabs eat their young, and so do shrimps. The aquatic world is fucked. Honestly, it's a cesspit of cannibalism. Because
There's a lot of different animals that do that. Though.
prawns eat their babies, crabs eat their babies. And I remember I remember prawns because of Taskmaster. There was an entire song about it. in Taskmaster. And then
I'm leaving the stream, not responding. Haywire, we was doing a segment of the podcast.
where's his haywire? I can't even see his.
On that screen, I cannot read the chat.
I can't see.
It was a while ago, but sometimes we can't respond because we're doing something in the podcast.
MCU wise,
Gotta
which
be
mix of
patient.
superheroes would you pick? What do you mean by mix? Give us an example of what you mean by mix.
I think it wants you to mix more than one power. Say we mix 2 powers. Which one would you pick? I'll probably pick
MCU's
Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange and Spider-Man,
And
because you'd be aware of dangers and you could.
Doctor
Well, no.
Strange and Spider-Man.
Oh,
or
would you?
Doctor
Would you?
Strange
Would you want that?
And Iron
5? 5? Are you mental? That would be too OP, man.
Man. Not doing 5.
No.
You know what's funny, George? You know, in the new Spider-Man, there's been, I think it's like a poster or something that got leaked, and he does have like the Eye of Agamotto Spider-Man suit, like a special suit, which I think is going to allow him to travel the multiverse.
That'd be quite cool.
So,
Can I do a
technically,
dance? What
your
dance do you want, Big
mix can The capital of England is New York. I don't know whether that's true. I'm reading the chat. No,
Where are you looking?
dog.
Dude, where are you looking?
Shepherd Spider-Man. Oh my god, that was hilarious, man. Those old thumbnails. I can't even be mad because we made those.
We made them. They were the worst things I've ever
We need
spent
to make
time
some more
creating.
and put them on the Instagram.
They were literally the worst.
Well,
I hate
yours
them.
were because you just literally you don't even cut around the face. You just put like a straight square around our heads, man.
And it looked better. Did you not like mine? Were funnier.
Search up funnies to chase quizzes. That's what I'm on about to do, and I might join back. Hey, Jake. MCU wise, which makes superheroes. We've done that one. Yo, Shedward, I'm not sure if you remember me, but I asked you about Sugarcane Farm. I think that's been quite a while back because you would have probably been on one of my sub games.
And if it wasn't
haven't
sub
played that
games,
in a
it would have
while,
been
but welcome
one
back.
of the ones we played together. Billy Island or something.
I have important news. What is it, Caden? I'm dyeing my hair blue.
Fucking ninja.
Nice.
Ninja fan.
Noise.
Did you play Skylanders? No. Never played Skylanders. It was always seemed like too expensive a thing to get all of the little like fucking figures. Like to me that was such a money sink that was so stupid. Like it was a huge collector
Yeah, it
thing.
was so expensive.
The collectors loved it, but it's the same with amiibos, right? Or I can't remember if that's how you actually say it, or amiibos or whatever. Amiibos. I know it's actually amiibos. I'm joking. They're so expensive for tiny action figures, just because they have an RFID in the bottom. It blows my mind.
Right, I'm creating a segment on the podcast right now.
He's
so
doing it on the fly.
on the fly.
He's doing it
Professionals.
live.
So I'll put Chicken Head George in replacement of George for a bit.
Because the camera's quality shit. Makes sense.
You play Skylanders and which one? We've done that one.
I am reading
On the
your chat and
Ninja,
mine.
I played all of them.
Yeah, it just seemed like a huge
Right.
money sink. I think our media teacher had one when I was at school because he was like just his. Actually, was it his wife or was it his side? I think it was his side piece. No, it was his wife. No, too long ago. I can't remember. Anyway, he was having a kid and they got Skylanders given to him for free or whatever. Which is great, but not when you're paying however much for the figures because they're goddamn expensive. You're gonna be the next ninja? I mean, do you want to be ninja? Ninja's a bit of an ass.
Right, George. Let's try a moral dilemma. I'm
Yes.
going to read you a moral dilemma, and you have to tell me what you do in that situation.
Kill everyone. Next.
You ready? You know, it's so funny because the person in this moral dilemma is named Mary. which
Oh
is
no,
the same,
my sister.
your sister's name. Oh, this could literally be your sister planning something.
Fair play.
Just, watch out.
Fair play.
The life insurance policy. Mary is in a hospital lounge waiting to visit a sick friend. A young man sitting next to Mary explains that his father is very ill. The Doctors believe that he has a week to live at most. He explains further that his father has a substantial life insurance policy that expires at midnight. If his father dies before midnight, this young man will receive a very large sum of money. He says that the money would mean a great deal to him and his family, and no good will come from his father's living a few more days. After talking with him, Mary can tell this man is in desperate need of the money to feed his family. The man asks Mary to go to his father's room and smother his father with a pillow.
Don't do it. Never commit murder.
What do you do? What do you do if you're married, George?
Don't do it. The money's not going to affect you. You're not going to get a cut.
The guy needs the money to feed his family.
He's got to fund his drug-fueled rampages. That's it. Man's a druggie.
That's not what it said, George.
That's what I'm taking from the situation.
Offering you 50 grand, George.
That's not a lot to kill
pillow,
someone.
50K.
No, that's not enough. Lives have
According
value.
to this, the guy might only live a couple more days.
Well, why is his life insurance ending at midnight? Man should have updated his life insurance.
By the way, guys, I wouldn't do it either.
No.
Just saying. I'm just trying to make George. You know, I'm just trying to add fuel to the fire and see what George would actually do. But George is saying no. If someone says, "I'll give you 50 grand, smother this guy with a pillow," it's not even your dad.
No.
You just got, George is saying he wouldn't.
If it was like a criminal, like a war criminal, and you were a bounty hunter, yes. An old man in his bed, no.
Yeah, because it's just, it's sad. Not a nice thing to do, guys. What's the chat saying?
He can go hunt fish and pigs. There you go, Jake. Man could live off the grid. He doesn't need to buy into capitalism. He could go hunting.
Yeah, you could just go hunting. 2021.
2021 vision.
I'll get them those fish.
Look at them fish.
They're not going to be infected. Okay, let's try another one. There's a couple more. The thing is, I'm not fully reading these, so these could be terrible. These could be really, really bad, but I'm just reading them out like first time ever.
Okay.
So the submarine crew. Mark is a crew person on a marine research submarine traveling underneath a large iceberg. An onboard explosion has damaged the ship, killed and injured several crew members. Additionally, it has collapsed the only access door between the upper and lower parts of the ship. The upper section, where Mark and most of the others are located, does not have enough oxygen remaining for all of them to survive until Mark has reached the surface. Only one remaining crew member is located in the lower section, where there is enough oxygen. There is an emergency access hatch between the upper and lower sections of the ship. If released by an emergency switch, it will fall to the deck and allow oxygen to reach the area where Mark and the others are. However, the hatch will crush the crew member below, since he was knocked unconscious and is lying beneath it. Mark and the rest of the crew are almost out of it.
Easy.
And they will all die if Mark does not do it.
What you do?
Should Mark release the hatch?
Here's what you do. Here's what you do. What you do?
You can't change it, George.
You take all of your shirts. You tie it into a rope. You tie the rope around the thing, so it doesn't drop into the guy. No, but this is what you would do.
No, it's literally you can kill that one guy with the hatch, and you all survive, or you let him die and. Hang on, have I got that wrong?
Well, the thing is, would you know he was there?
You can kill that one guy, and they all survive, or that guy can survive, and you all die. Well, he knows it's there. 'Cause it says in the dilemma.
Well, yeah, but how does he know?
Don't try and pretend you don't know about it, George. You have to pick between you and all the other crew members, or the one guy on the deck.
He's unconscious.
This is not useful.
He's unconscious, right? He's probably dead. We'll just kill him. It'll be fine. No one will ever know.
You've just lost all your dignity for being a nice guy now, George, that you just gathered from the and it's mainly because you're being put in the situation of death, really.
Yeah, exactly. You don't, when you're in that situation, you don't care about other people, really.
If someone's employing George to be part of a submarine crew, they've got
issues. Although, if they were hiring you, they'd have even more issues because you can't fucking swim. You'd be stuck in the like, I can't escape. I'm stuck. Drop the lid on me and kill me. That's what I'm gathering from
I'll
this
be the guy
situation.
underneath.
Just kill him off. It'll be fine.
The moral dilemma would be: do I let them carry me up there and help me survive, or do I just say leave me here so you all can survive? That'd be my moral dilemma.
Kill him off.
So this one's called The Baby or the Townspeople. So I've not read this. This is probably horrible. Enemy soldiers have taken over Jane. They have orders to kill all remaining civilians over the age of 2. Jane and some of the townspeople have sought refuge in 2 rooms of the cellar of a large house. Outside, Jane hears the voice of soldiers who have come to search the house for valuables. Jane's baby begins to cry loudly in the other room. His crying will summon the attention of the soldiers, who will spare Jane's baby's life but will kill Jane and the others hiding in both rooms. If Jane turns on the noisy furnace to block the sound, the other room will become uncomfortably hot for adults and children, but deadly for infants. To save her and the others, Jane must activate the furnace, which will kill the baby. That's a hard one.
That's not hard. Kill the baby.
George, that is horrible, man.
It's not. It's not.
You're gonna kill. This is your baby.
So?
You're Jane in this situation.
And? You can always pop out another baby.
You're a monster, George. I'll ask you that in 5 years when you got your own kid.
I would happily kill it. Don't quote me on that, guys. I'm never having kids, so I don't have to ever worry about that. It's fine.
Overloaded. I thought you said you wanted some kids.
Nah. Taft did, I never did.
Change your mind.
No, I never wanted any. Gross little things.
Yeah, but you're going to be the guy with 10 kids. I'll just
accidentally, yeah. No, I practice safety in the bedroom. What I mean by that is, I don't have sex, therefore I won't have children. Easy!
The overloaded lifeboat. Doug is on a cruise ship where there is a fire on board, and the ship has to be abandoned. The lifeboats are carrying many more people than they were designed to carry. The lifeboat he is sitting in, dangerously low in the water. A few inches lower and it will sink. The seas start to get rough and the boat begins to fill with water. These aren't half long. A group of old people are in the water and ask Doug to throw them a rope so they can come aboard.
Kill the old people.
It seems to Doug that the boat will sink if he takes on any more passengers. Should Doug refuse to throw the rope to save himself and the other lifeboat passengers?
Kill the old people.
So you're refusing?
Yep.
You're refusing?
Yes, we have more to offer than a couple of old people.
This is a nice guy, George. This is a nice old guy and a nice old woman. They invite you around for cake and tea and coffee. Well, I live next door.
Well, they'd be prepared to die in that situation.
17 grandchildren.
That's their fault. That's not my fault. They should have got on the boat quicker. Survival of the fittest, baby.
George. These are George's answers, so I.
It's true though, isn't it?
But it makes sense, really.
It does make sense. They've got less to offer. And for the future of they've got what? Another year to live, basically. They'll die of pneumonia anyway. They'll be fine.
What if that was your grandparents, though, George?
They're dead anyway.
But I'd say there wasn't. Say those are the people in the water.
Well, then, honestly, they would prepare to die. They wouldn't, if they knew the situation, they wouldn't ask to be saved. That's honestly how my grandparents were.
No, it makes sense. Man, these are so out there that it makes me laugh. But these could genuinely happen. They probably have happened.
They have. They've definitely happened. Titanic. Definitely.
I would not like to be in these situations.
Huh.
I read this one. This looks good. I'm not going to read the.
Well, the thing is, you just have to be smart about your surroundings, and you won't be in these situations anyway. You wouldn't hide in a building with a furnace, a child, and about 20 people. You'd go somewhere else. You wouldn't hide with the crowd because that's how the crowd dies. They would throw the baby out anyway if they were really desperate. which has happened. It's happened in wars.
I'm gonna read. Let's see where we're at with the chat. The reason I'm not reading, guys, is because we're doing Marvel Dilemmas. Feel free to have a go at these yourself and let us know what you would do.
Yeah.
So it's not just George looking bad. You know, so George just isn't just looking like an asshole like he's in that picture.
I'm happy to look like an asshole because that's honestly how I would react.
No, to be honest, I would do the same thing because as you say, you gotta think logically, haven't you? At the end of the day, you've got like say you got 15 people. Well, it's sinking. You take on more people, it's gonna sink. You have to prioritize it with people.
Even then, you'd be in a situation where if that was the case, you'd work together. You wouldn't just choose for yourself.
Policy content. We got Chef Boris Johnson on a zipline, Zelda, and George with a turkey on his head with 2 pairs of glasses and a cat. Someone finally said it. Someone
It's
has
not a cat.
recognised my effort.
That's a dog.
How about we still have 10 likes? George is a cat, mate. That looks like a cat. Hey, Shadow of the Wolf. Right, let's get on to another one. We're doing the unfaithful wife.
Killer.
You're an emergency worker, George, that has been called to the scene of an accident. When you arrive, you see that the car belongs to your wife. Fearing the worst, you rush over, only to see she is trapped in her car with another man. He's obviously her lover, with whom she has been having an affair. That's not good, is it, George?
Well, the thing is, I wouldn't be in this situation
You're
anyway.
back in shock. George, you are in this situation.
No, I know, but I wouldn't be in this situation because I would be. No,
you would be on a submarine.
No, that situation is the one that's closest to happen. But even then, it won't happen because I'd be happy with a polyamorous relationship. Like that is who I am as a person.
Sure, just you are in this situation. That's the game.
I'm in the
Can't say
situation.
I'm not in the situation.
I'm just saying I would never be in the situation.
You're an emergency worker.
Yes.
You've been called to the scene of an accident. When you arrive, the car belongs to your wife. Fearing the worst, you rush over, only to find she's trapped in the car with another man. It's her lover. She's been having an affair.
Obviously.
You reel back in shock,
bitch.
devastated by what you've just found out. As you step back, the wreck in front of you comes into focus. You see your wife is seriously hurt and she needs your attention straight away. If she gets immediate attention, there's a very high chance. Even if she gets immediate attention, there's a very high chance she'll die. You look at the seat next to her and see her lover. He's bleeding heavily from a wound to the neck, and you need to stem the flow of blood immediately. If you attend to your wife, her lover will bleed to death, and you may not be able to save her anyway. If you work on the lover, you can save his life, but your wife will definitely die. Who should you choose to work on?
In that situation, you as a qualified EMT, obviously, like I am in this situation, you'd go for the people that you can save.
I love it. I love
No matter
stressing you out that much. You're holding the cat.
no matter the situation you're in, as an EMT, I think you're trying to look for the people that you can save first.
Yeah, but this man, he's been having an affair with your wife, mate.
So that's personal. You don't mix personal and
That's
your
probably why
job.
they bloody crashed the car, mate. That's probably why they crashed the car.
Hang on, what was
You know what
there?
I mean?
There was a joke, not a joke, but
What they've been doing otherwise.
so the wife is giving.
Hang
on.
That's a shame. Couldn't cheat on me then. You
Well-
two have your last moments together, then die. Goodbye.
Yeah, but the thing is, you don't know what's
It's hard,
you don't know what's brought the cheating to happen. Is it because you're never
You
home
can't
because
mix
you're
it,
working?
like, you can't mix it. You say you can't mix it with personal life, like you work personal life, but you would though. In that situation,
I don't think you
George.
would. Not as a qualified EMT, which I'm assuming I am as the first responder. You
Yeah,
don't. I don't think you
For
do.
one thing, when you see an accident, I've heard people talk about it. Like you go into shock and you don't really think straight. So in that situation, you wouldn't be thinking as a qualified EMT. You're used to these events,
Yeah,
but this
I
is
guess.
different because this is a personal one. I was talking to this guy at a train station, right? And he said he knew someone who used to clean up the bodies when
Train stations,
people
yeah,
got
they're
run over by
horrible.
trains. And
It's-
one day,
It was Anne.
he goes
Annie.
and picks up a wallet. It's his friend.
Well, doesn't I remember Annie used to talk about it. She's like there was a scalp stuck to the bottom of a train that they had to clean, where it had been hit and it, like the scalp had come off. Her like dad or something.
Well, what I'm saying is this. What?
Her dad is like I think I'm remembering this right. I could be wrong, but she's the one that cleans the trains. I remember mentioning it.
Well, this guy, he picked up someone's like bottom half, their jeans. He had his friend's wallet in the pocket. So then he threw up. He had to have like, he had to go to a therapist. He couldn't do his job basically. He had to have like,
well, yeah,
6
like
months off
that
because
completely makes sense. That is an emotional hit that
But
you don't get when
normally,
it's unidentified.
Normally would see them as like animal parts.
Yeah, yeah.
Or like a piece of pig. But because it was his friend, he reacted differently. So I think in this situation, you wouldn't be like, oh, I'm a qualified person. I have to do this, this, and this.
I guess.
You'd be like, these guys have been in the car crash, but that's my wife. What's she doing in that car? That would be your first.
But how would you know they were cheating? That's the thing. Unless
Well,
the dick was in her mouth. If the dick was in her mouth and she chomped it, which I think is a joke somewhere.
I mean, that would be.
That's
that
a
would
gruesome.
Be a terrible car.
That's why
Hey, Ike.
he's bleeding out, and not because he's got a cut on his neck.
That's why you always wear your seatbelts, kids.
Well, even if you're wearing your seatbelt, you still get whiplash and stuff, right? You can still technically die, I think.
Let's move on to that. That's an interesting one. George is saying he's going to save the husband. But
Yeah.
his wife's going to die.
Well,
Your wife's
she's-
definitely dead, George.
She's dead anyway.
You do that, your wife's dead.
She's dead anyway.
Dead, mate.
She's dead.
Yeah, but you might have been able to rekindle the relationship. She might even be the mother of your kids, mate.
So? I have very different emotional
Okay,
responses than you do.
So cold-blooded.
Yeah.
That's the problem. George doesn't have a heart.
Sure.
If this guy was sleeping with my wife, I don't know, man. I don't know whether I'll be able to save him. I would have to think for a couple of minutes about that one.
Just enough time for him to bleed out, huh?
But, can we get 10 likes? Are we on 10 likes yet, guys?
You're on 10,
I
yeah.
hope you're enjoying this. This should be some stimulating content, man. I've done this on the fly. This was never meant to be. This was never meant to be part of the podcast.
It was never
but I
meant
thought
to
I'd throw
be.
it in. I think it's been quite. This was never meant to happen. No, George looks like an animal.
Now I look like an ass, but that's
It's all
fine.
good.
My emotions are different than other people sometimes.
Well, not really. I mean, it's how like these. Literally, it's what you would do in the situation. Not saying it's ever going to happen.
I'm not even that. It's,
Yeah.
none of these answers are
That-
right. None of these answers are the correct thing to do. You should think about the situations you're in before you end up in those situations, really.
I mean, I don't know. Should we do the incriminating email? I'll give you something to choose from. The incriminating email.
Why don't we let chat
pregnant lady
decide?
in the dynamite.
Let chat decide while I go for a wee real quick. Chat, figure out which one you want me to answer. I'm happy to do
We'll
it.
do a couple more, and then we'll move on to the next segment.
Right, let me go piss. I'll be right back.
Because I don't want to stress Jordan too much. Let me know which one you want to do, guys. I'm so gonna get Rocky TV next week with these moral dilemmas. Did I hear? Oh god. Okay. Okay, TJ. We'll do that one then. Incriminating email seems good, but it's really long. That's why I wanted to choose, because I'll be here all day. I'll just send in another good one. Get what I did, don't mean shit now. And we're doing on the old YouTube side of things.
Everything.
So, PJ's chosen
Hold on.
Oh, we lost 2 subscribers.
Hello, what's happening?
We lost 2 subs.
They heard me be a dick to children. What's the question they asked?
Yeah, that's probably you. That is. Well, TJ's picked for you.
Okay.
He said the drowning children. He wants you to do. This
Kill
is
'em.
so I'm gonna get banned on YouTube.
Kill them all. If the question
my
is,
God.
there's a dog or a human, always choose the dog.
What about if you're the human?
I would try to save the dog. I've done it a bunch of times.
I was just saying, we have to get. What do you mean you've done it a bunch of times?
I've literally jumped into rivers to save dogs before. I lived near the docks. There was a small
I
dog.
I would do that, but I can't swim, so it wouldn't be very. And then I would need saving, and then the dog.
Then I would choose the dog.
I was saying we need to get Rocky TV with these next week because I think it's interesting.
Yeah, he's got a very different sense of
What I
being.
would say.
He's got a different difference
Rocky's
to me.
there. Rocky would risk his life, whereas you. I don't know. Actually, it depends on the dilemma.
Yeah, it's the dilemma. It's always.
I want to get in with that one with a cheating wife because Rocky's single as well. Well, we don't actually know. Sometimes single. On and off, I guess. So we're doing the drowning children. I didn't want to do
Yes,
this.
sir.
This was picked by TJ.
TJ the Terrible.
I'm hoping we don't get banned.
This was
You and
chosen
your family
by
are going
me
away.
names TJ the Terrible 07 for future reference. We know who to blame.
Yes.
It's been noted
He
down.
wants to know what you did.
Okay.
You and your family are going away for the weekend. You're having a break. A little time away, George.
Are we?
Your daughter is 7. You got a 7-year-old.
Jesus. Why didn't
And
I know
best
about
friend
this?
of your niece, who's also... It's news to George.
It's news
Your
to me.
families are very close, and your daughter asks if your niece can come with you on your holiday. You've
Okay,
been on
straight
holidays together before, and-
I would say no then. This is a getaway for me and my family. Fuck the niece. Okay, carry on. This is the difference between me and the story.
This is your favourite niece, George.
I don't
You
care.
know how many nieces there?
No.
I keep forgetting that George lives in his attic on his own, like doesn't speak to anyone.
I don't have emotional connections to anyone. I don't have emotions a lot of the time. Let's go.
You've been on holidays together before, George, and you didn't see a problem. You agreed with it.
Obviously.
Let her come. We got space in the car. We got space for one more. Let her come along. You
Is she-
arrive at your
is she
holiday
paying her
destination
way?
in the house you're staying at. George, she's like 7 years old, mate.
Then she's not coming. Carry on.
Stop changing the story, bro. You're at your holiday destination. The house you're staying at backs onto the beach. The girl asks if they can go for a swim. You tell them that they have to wait until you unpack the car, but they can play on the sand directly in front of the beach. They run down to the sand and you begin to unpack the car. After about 5 minutes, you hear screaming coming from the direction of the beach, and it sounds like the girls. You run down to see what the matter is, and you discover that they hadn't listened to you and had gone for a swim. There's no one else on the beach, and the girls are caught in a riptide. The girls are really struggling, particularly your niece, who isn't a strong swimmer as your daughter is. You swim out quickly, but when you get there, you realise that there is no way you'll be able to get the both girls back to the shore on your own. You need to decide which of the girls you will rescue first. You have enough strength and energy to rescue them both, but you can only do it one at a time. You look at the 2 girls, and your niece is really struggling to hold her head above the water. And you know if you take your daughter back first, there'll be little or no chance that she will survive. Your daughter is struggling also, but is much stronger in the water, and you estimate that if you take your niece back first, there's probably a 50% chance that your daughter will be able to stay afloat long enough for you to return.
Why
You
am
simply
I
don't know
why am
how
I
long
so
you will
weak
hold
that I can't swim with 2 children under my arms at the age of 7?
Who should you who should you say first? George. I give up.
Tell me I'm wrong, though.
George,
Tell me I'm
to be
wrong.
fair,
They're light as fuck. I am a decent swimmer. I've literally, like, I'm not kidding. We had to do at school. We did a lifeguard course because we had a swimming pool at the end of the year, and you had to learn to swim with someone under your arm, and that's piss easy, really. So what's two people and just swim your legs? So first of all, I wouldn't let him on the beach.
I understand what you're saying, George.
I will answer the question in a minute, but the difference.
It's happened.
No. But the difference between me is I wouldn't let them on the beach unattended.
By the way, you're making these logical.
Well, no, I am.
These logical suggestions with a cat on your head.
Would you trust a child to listen to you at the age of 7? No, of course not. That's what they do. They don't listen. That is the prerogative of kids. I didn't listen to my parents. I would never have let my child and her niece, or my niece, go on the beach.
Look what happened.
On their own. I wouldn't let them go on their own because children don't listen.
Didn't listen to his parents, and look what happened.
Don't make this about me, you ass.
George, regardless,
I'd save the niece first. Niece first.
Your daughter might die though. 50% chance.
Yes, but there's a 100% chance the other girl will die. If you're saving a life, you go for the one that is definitely going to die. If there's a 50% chance she'll live, try and get her to swim in the right direction. You point it out that you've got to go this way, and you're like, I will come back for you, so just stay afloat.
EJ's saying you have to rescue the one who's further away from the shore and worse at swimming. Though it would give me pain to see my daughter struggling while saving my niece.
Exactly.
It's a tough one, that.
I don't think it's tough at all. I think you saved the one that is definitely going to die.
Dilemma, isn't it?
If your daughter has a 50% chance of living, as shit as that is.
For saying that, I would be the niece who can't swim. So
well, there's no chance of me saving you. You're too big for me to carry.
Whoa, what was this? I can carry 2 7-year-olds. No problem.
You're not a 7-year-old.
I can bench press 280.
2 children. I can bench press 2 children.
I'm not training at the gym. To be honest, George, the thing is, when you're in water, correct me if I'm wrong, you won't be carrying me.
No, you're right. You'd be lighter.
I'll just be floating.
Well, the thing is, like,
pulling the person.
As a human, your buoyancy is about the same as water anyway. So you can literally, if you're in water, you can do a press up on your one finger. As long as you don't go out of the water, you can carry yourself on like minimal strength. The thing that will tire out is the swimming and keeping your head above water while making sure that they can still have their head above water. Otherwise, they'll be inhaling the water and getting liquid in their lungs, which isn't good.
Okay. We're going to do one more, and then we're going to call it quits on the moral dilemmas. I think we're going to get Rocky TV on this next week, see what it says.
Mm-hmm.
What Rocky TV goes. I do like this, because it's interesting. It's an interesting one.
Yeah.
Maybe George can ask me something in the future.
Oh, yeah, sure, definitely.
Almost.
Although I wouldn't ask about. I wouldn't ask you about swimming because you'd be fucking useless.
That's true. I'd be the one. Well,
you'd be the drowned.
All 3 of us would die in that situation.
Yeah.
That
was that an option to let them all drown?
Okay. We're gonna do the Bali drugs charge. The Bali drugs charge. You are on holiday in Bali with your wife. Remember this. This is a different scenario to the cheating wife. This is probably a nice wife. She's probably not gonna. Well, we'll see fine there. So you're in Bali with your wife, an 18-year-old son. You got an 18-year-old son, George.
Wait, a 7-year-old girl and an 18-year-old. Where do these come from? I'm not even that old. I'm only 24.
Must be your clones.
Must be.
You've been there for a week and you're ready to head home. All 3 of you are at the airport getting ready to board the plane when an armed officer comes around with a sniffer dog. You have all your
God damn it!
bags
It's
on a trolley,
do you know
and the
why?
dog's-
It's the packet of sausages I've got in the bag.
And that's what he tells the guy, but he doesn't believe him. So the dog carries on sniffing at both you and your wife's bag and passes over them. However, when he gets to your son's bag, he begins to get a bit more active. You look over at your son, and he's looking a bit nervous. Might have done something dodgy. You know he smoked a little marijuana in his time. I've not said that right, but you know, well, generally, he's a good kid,
marijuana.
and you certainly don't think he'd actually be stupid enough to bring it back on the plane with him. At first, you feel angry they would do such a thing and start planning your responsibility lecture. But then you realise that you're in Bali. They have a zero tolerance policy on drugs, meaning your son could be called to jail for life, or worse, executed if he does have some illicit materials in his bag. Look at your wife and you realise she has come to the same conclusion and has gone pale with fear. The armed officer accompanying the dog is beginning to look more stern with every sniff the dog takes, and looks directly at you and asks you to open the bag. You do, and as the officer begins to take things out of the bag, you see to your horror that there is a small quantity of said drug in the bag. The officer looks at you and asks, whose bag is this? You realise you have to answer, but the answer won't be easy. You see your wife in the corner of your eye, and she's about to step forward and claim it as her own. What should you do?
Well,
what are you gonna do, mate? Are you gonna take responsibility and risk getting executed?
the thing is, I don't think they ask you whose bag this is first. I think they take you to the side, and obviously in a real life situation, they'd be like, "Did you pack this yourself? Is there any chance someone's tampered with your bag?" Which is basically a get out of jail free card. But in this situation, how long have I been married?
It doesn't specify that, but we
Fuck's sake.
say 20 years.
Okay.
Before he was born. You
Okay.
want to do it the right way. You got married before you came into the world.
Like a true
20
Christian.
years. 20 years.
Like the true Christian.
A true Christian family. A true Christian family.
Who do drugs together.
No, this is a kid, George, you know. These are responsible parents, mate.
Yeah, but you take responsibility for your actions, so it's the kid's fault. It ain't my bag.
You're saying if you take responsibility, you're going to go to jail. You could get executed. Or your son or wife. Your wife's thinking about stepping in. She could go to jail or get executed.
If she wasn't going to step in, I wouldn't step in. If she's going to step in, and I've clearly been married to her for a long time, I very much love her, and definitely haven't cheated on her multiple times with many different wives around the world, including Bali. Take the rap.
It's so tough, man.
No, you just take it. Take it. If it stops your wife and your child,
I don't know. I don't know whether I'd think that, because you might get executed though, George. But then...
But you won't.
You know,
You won't.
You pick.
You won't get executed. You're an English citizen. You're a British citizen. We have very strict laws for them.
Don't forget, George, that you let your wife die earlier in a car.
Yes, because there was a chance to save someone. So, knowing the extradition laws, as obviously I would, as a wise old man who's been married for 20 years, take the rap. This is my bag, officer. These are my drugs. What the fuck are you going to do about it? Not the cunt.
Well, I don't think you'd say that.
No, obviously
I think
not.
you'd say it's my bag, but you wouldn't admit.
This
that
is my
they're
bag,
yours.
sir.
You'd probably say
I don't know whose drugs these are.
Probably got, someone's tampered with my bag, mate.
Oh my god, my friend...
Someone's put that in there.
Oh no!
No idea.
Oh no! I know what's happened. I shared a room with a Colombian. His name was Pablo. Shit, Pablo. Mr. Escobar's done this to me, the bastard.
You look like you've got half a tan on one side of your face. George.
Fucking Escobar, man. He's done me again.
Okay, let's go with something a bit lighter to break it up. This is the last segment I have, and then we can just talk with it for the rest of the podcast.
Splendid.
I know George is getting a bit, stressed. This is it's strenuous talking about these moral dilemmas.
It's strenuous when apparently I've got a wife, a child, 2 children, in fact, and a niece, who I've never met before and have no knowledge of. And they always seem to be getting into these stupid situations. Also, I was in a war apparently that I didn't know about. When has this happened? I had to put a furnace on to kill a child. What's happened here? I don't remember any of this.
It's been travelling through time.
It's all my variants. None of this is me.
You know what this sounds like? It sounds like Quantum Leap.
It does, doesn't it? Or it sounds like Looper a little bit.
I love Quantum Leap. Quantum Leap, man. It's so good to watch, but you wouldn't want to be
in the situation, no.
Scott Bakula, because he always gets in the most annoying situations because He has to right a wrong, doesn't he? Or fix something every time. Would you rather have toes as teeth or teeth as toes?
Toes as teeth. Because if you had teeth as toes, they'd be in your mouth.
That would hurt.
No, it would. Not only would it hurt, but fucking
You got it the wrong way.
people would see you with.
You got it the wrong way, George. You just said toes as teeth, didn't you?
I meant my toes be teeth is what I actually meant to say. So teeth as toes, I guess.
I think that's why
Because you could hide that in your shoe for all your life. Like you could just wear socks.
Yeah,
no one would ever know.
I might rather have toes as teeth.
Whenever you open your mouth, people will see that you have toes as teeth. That's weird. You'd be laughed at. You'd be a sideshow freak. Mate, I went to a job interview 2 weeks ago, and I walked all around Birmingham, and it was killing my feet. I'm just thinking, if I had teeth on them bad boys and not toenails, you'd get specialised shoes or something. You get softer shoes.
Your shoes are already falling apart, mate.
My shoes are in
Imagine
one
you got
piece.
teeth in there. Well, the latest ones are, but that, you know.
I've had these about 5 years now.
Especially if you're shopping in Primark, mate, they're not going to last long if you got teeth in them.
They're made in Portugal. But no, these are good. These are good. I got these from Sports Direct. We don't like Sports Direct around here, though, folks.
Fine, anyway. You know what? If you went on TikTok and you had toes as teeth, you know how quick you get 1 million followers? You'd be set for life, mate. You'd be the toe teeth guy.
Would you, or would you be laughed at? Would you be cyberbullied and eventually pushed to suicide because you're being bullied so often?
You'd be rich, George.
But would you? People don't laugh at, like, on TikTok, the only people that seem to get views.
You're going too deep into it. I think after coming from the moral dilemmas thing, you're going too deep into it. But I got a new segment here. It's called How Much?
Sheesh.
I don't know anything. What it's called?
It's called
How Much? It's definitely honey. I've picked 4 random items.
Okay.
And you have to tell me how much.
Before we do this, actually.
And I've accidentally.
Do you know what I've just realised?
I'll bring one of the pages.
It's been 6 months since 4 months since we've done a podcast. 6 months since we've done a game-based podcast. Really. No, that was the Dr. Octopus was a film-based one. So before that, we were talking about how impossible it is to get a PS5. That's still the same situation. Nothing has changed in 7 months.
I've got some on PS5.
How insane!
Did you know they're developing 3D audio is being developed for PS5 on gaming TVs? I don't know how 3D audio works.
I'm assuming it's like surround sound. But why would they bother? Why not just make PlayStations more available? 3D. I'm assuming it's just surround sound.
Apparently they've sold 10 million. I was going to get to gaming news last, but that's the only gaming news I had.
Yeah.
But yeah, they've sold 10 million, and I've still not been able to get one.
No, it's
which is.
I don't know what they're missing.
I was talking about it earlier with my uncle, and it's got to the point where I don't actually care anymore.
No, it's been so long since
an Xbox Series. I've got an Xbox Series S now.
Yeah.
Which I bought because I couldn't get the new console, so I thought I'd get like the cheapest Xbox. You know, and PS4 does everything I want it to do currently. It can still play all the latest games.
Yeah.
And I'm not that much in a rush. I'm not going to go for an extra 100, 200 PS5.
I don't think they're going to push out exclusive games for a while because of the limited availability. It's not worth it for the creators to make exclusive games when only however many people have them. It's still in the creators' best interest to make platform-wide games.
Cross-platform, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, no one get their hands on them. I mean, 10 million.
That's nothing.
Is a lot of copies. But
yeah, but it's not, is it, really? When you think about how many people there are.
How many people that haven't got one.
How many people...
still not sorting their shit out yet.
Hold on.
Bro, it's almost been a year.
Google, how many people are in the world?
PS2 sold like 100 million.
Google, how many people are in the world?
7.8 billion.
7.674 billion of 2019. If you create something and you don't have the availability to get it, if this was a PlayStation, they would be the laughing stock of the world. Like, there's limited availability. That's fine. Sometimes that's done as an environmental protection thing. But these dumbasses made a whole platform that they can't sell. That they can't make enough of.
And they've been making consoles since 1996, 95. Maybe was it 93? It might have been over 4. 20 years we're making consoles, and they don't have the production team to be able to push these out quicker. They've been doing it for over 20 years. Then it's such a big name. They're still making a killing, and then, you know.
Well, yeah, because dumbasses like me and you will buy them eventually. But if
well,
say,
you know what it is as well. If people can't get their hands on PS5, then just buy a new PS4, because PS4s, you know, they overheat.
Still good, yeah.
The fans are terrible, so you have to kind of replace it every 2-3 years anyway. You know.
It's just weird that they're getting away with, like, as a company, creating something that they can't sell. Hi, Grace. Welcome back.
The funny thing is, George, anything like that, it then becomes limited edition. People want it more, so people pay more money, and then it's more valuable to people. So when it does come out at full scale, it's gonna go massive. Now, if they can get it sorted by this December,
they'll make a killing over Christmas. Yeah.
Well, they won't reduce the price, because people still sell it for 100 to 200 plus, so it seems cheap in the shops. If they can get it sorted by this Christmas, they're gonna fly off the shelves. Hey, Grace. Yeah, I've got a little segment here called How Much.
Okay.
Let's jump into this. We'll after we finish this, we're just gonna talk about stuff like the PS5 and random stuff, which we should have done anyway. But
I want to dive into that a little bit more. But yeah.
We will. So this is gonna break the ice a bit, because we've gone a bit deep.
We've gone very serious.
Which is what I said it was gonna get depressing, George.
Yeah, that was before you threw moral dilemmas at me, including my unknown child and wife, and I didn't know I was married. I don't see a fucking ring.
Yeah, these moral dilemmas, they're more people who have their life together.
Yeah, which ain't me. Ain't me, ain't you, really, if you think about it.
George, his moral dilemmas would be like, your Pokemon's going to fall off the shelf. Do you save it, but knock off Skyrim? Which might break.
That's tricky. I mean, Skyrim is up here on the Pride shelf. Along with everything that isn't a Wii game is up there.
I might get a PS5, but I'm hoping for Christmas. If you can still get hold of it, but we'll talk about that more in a bit. Hey, Andrew. That's what I plan. Well, you're a lucky guy.
You're a lucky
1 in 10 million.
Yeah.
If I leave it, because I have to go to bed. That's alright, Grace, don't worry. But yeah, let's do How Much, because I've been waiting to do this all podcasts. I spent a lot of time on this.
Go for it.
Finding these items.
2 minutes.
Oh my god, what have I done? 2 minutes?
So that's how long you spent on it, right?
Okay. Hopefully this is still capturing the right thing. Oh my god. And you can't see my screen right now.
I can only see your face. And chat.
Okay.
I have chat popped up.
So, this is how much is that thing I found on eBay? How much is a sealed copy of Zelda, the Ocarina of Time for the N64, sealed in mint condition?
There was some news about something similar. I don't know if it was Zelda. It might have been GoldenEye. That it went over the first £1 million or $1 million game. I think it was GoldenEye. So I'm assuming maybe like
nice cut.
Maybe like 5,000 to 6,000 ish.
No.
Wait, are we talking dollars?
Would you believe it? We're talking pounds, man.
Oh, pounds. Okay.
This is a still copy. We're talking Gem Mint 10. 80 plus. These are graded, by the way.
Yeah, they seal them, right? They seal them.
And they cut terrible grades. I should have put images there, but Andrew, don't put that in chat because you're spoiling it.
Right, I only saw that now. I did already answer, but yeah. I said about 6,000.
There's one cent.
That is not.
There's one selling for £54,495. 54 grand. That has 13 people watching.
I mean, it's a collector's piece.
And there's another one.
Collector stuff always.
There's another one selling for £12,995 with 18 people watching.
As a collection
There's
piece,
at least
boxed collection
at least
piece.
20 people that will pay 12 to 60 grand for Zelda.
Yeah, collectors. They're fucking crazy.
That's how much Zelda means. You've got to have a lot of money in the bank to pay that for Zelda.
Well, yeah, but if you didn't, you just buy the unsealed or the ROM or something. You wouldn't pay that much. They're only paying that much because it is sealed. Like, I think unsealed is about...
One out of the box was about 500.
Yeah, which is still expensive. Don't get me wrong. Like,
That's a dramatic.
But
I would not pay for that. Me neither. I think like £2.
That's how much I'm worth. That's how much I'm worth. That's how much she thinks I'm worth. I'm only worth £2. She's not wrong. I am quite cheap. Let me see if it was GoldenEye.
A couple of cartons of Pez and a James Bond GoldenEye game. The
Yeah.
PS2. Hey Melissa, don't forget to like the stream, boys. Let's try and get 15 likes, boys and girls. Let's do it. We've done some interesting stuff today. I hope you guys go back and watch. I mean, the moral dilemmas. It gets deep. Sometimes people want deep. If you see any clips on the TikTok of George
Killing children off.
You know, not saving his 7-year-old kid. How you doing, Melissa? What are you looking for, George? You looking for gold now?
Yeah, I'm seeing if it was that. If it was something else.
Yeah. Who's knocking on my shit?
Most expensive game.
You know what's funny?
sold.
I search his up myself. I didn't go to a website to search for him. I type random things in eBay. The first things that come to my mind.
It was Super Mario 64, the first 3D Mario game. It sold for 1.56 million.
Apparently, Luigi's Mansion is worth £200.
It's a good game. Luigi Mansion is great. I enjoyed that one.
I wouldn't mind having that one.
So,
did you see? Did I send you Luigi's Ballad on TikTok?
I've seen it. It's a long time ago.
Some banging stuff on TikTok.
It's a long.
No, it's not a long time ago. But it was thinking about how Luigi was sick of being the second best, and he only had Luigi's Mansion, living in Mario Shadow.
Well, Luigi's Ballad is a song. It's a song. It's by Aaron Hansen. It's NSP. It's Game Grumps. They did the original song. No, it's Starbomb. They did.
No, it's someone else. It's on TikTok. It's a new thing. Hey Jack. Hey Jake. Welcome back.
What's it called?
So, should I tell you what the next available thing is?
Hang on. What was it called? Luigi's.
I don't know what the song. Luigi's Mansion, but I don't know what the song was called. But there's some TikTokers that I watch. Luigi's
Ballad is a literally a Starbomb song. 2017 it was created.
Okay, George. So we're gonna go from Zelda to the next best thing,
which is Ratchet and Clank.
How much is an Austin Powers pinball machine?
That's got to be more.
Wasn't expecting that, was you?
No, I wasn't. More than Zelda. Because it's such a bulky item.
That's what I'm saying. You won't expect these, George. Like, these are mad.
The reason why they're more expensive, I think, they're bulkier.
Full-size one.
Yeah, they're bulkier. They're harder to maintain. So I think Grace has just told me what it is, so I can't say.
Oh my god, guys!
I'm gonna minimize that chat.
Ruining the game.
I'm minimizing chat. There we go. I can see my chat. I can't see your chat. Hang on, I can see your video. Hang on, I'll minimize that as well. There we go. All I've got is my chat open. Do a new one. Reroll. 3K though doesn't seem a lot.
Okay, so pinball machine, 3.5K in Germany, 42 people watching it. So
that doesn't sound like a lot.
£1,500 on an Austin Powers pinball machine.
Although
it's not a lot, really.
Was it?
But
was it from the first film,
Bro, that's like
or was it
4
from?
months' wages.
Was it from the newer one, which was
It's
like
just
2000?
generic. It's
It
not
might.
to a specific film.
Does it tell you what age it is? Because I think the newer they
It's
are,
made by
the
a company
less.
called. It's a proper pinball machine, you know, something you see in like,
Tilt,
in arcade
yeah.
and whatever. It's a proper pinball machine, like it's heavy duty, proper one you see in the shop.
Yeah.
They're selling it in Germany for 3,500, but there's also one going for 7,700, near enough. So I knew you wasn't going to expect that jump from
I wasn't.
Zelda to Austin
I also
Powers.
wasn't going to expect it to be so
I
cheap.
was literally, I was trying to find the weirdest thing because every time we do a podcast, I'm going to do this how much thing, but they're going to be the weirdest items ever. And
I was just thinking about this. In future, we should maybe only stream on one channel at a time. Like, because then the quality of the video will be nicer, and then we can just rotate between us both. Because I think me streaming and me doing the video has made it look like shit.
Well, if you want to do that, I can just send you the copy of the video later.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's what you want.
Yeah, we'll do that.
I'm not going to lie, I would say pinball should be at least 700.
Should be
I
more.
think it's a lot. Especially for you guys, that's a lot of money. And for George, who doesn't have a job.
No, but I think they should be more. I think they should be way more expensive than 3K. Like, they're
There's one for 8K.
they're so big, right? They're so intricate because there's so many little parts in it. Whereas a sealed box is worth more than that. When you think about it, that's crazy. That's how the economy works. It's weird.
all
like
about
that.
the brand as well.
Yeah. Well, yeah,
If it's
yeah.
like a Doctor Who pinball machine from the 60s, it might be 10 to 15K. Austin Powers. It depends on the brand.
Yeah.
You know where I got this idea from? There's this guy on TikTok, and he literally sometimes he does TikToks where he's like, "This is a Jar Jar chair I found on
Jar
eBay
Jar
for
and a Jar Jar and a Jar Jar."
£12,000." He's the one who does the SpongeBob figures and the Shrek VHSs. So, you know, I wanted to do it. I like Chickenhead George. Okay, and the next thing I went to was, you know what makes me laugh? The people that are watching these things, like they're actually about to bid on them.
Yeah.
So it's Coca-Cola,
Yeah.
empty can of Diet Coke. It's an error one, and it's unopened. It's got some dents. It's diet caffeine free.
If it's an error, it'd be expensive. Error prints are normally stupidly expensive.
Hey, Fisher, bro. It is stupidly expensive. Welcome to the stream, guys. Don't forget to hit that like button.
Is it a special edition?
So what
did
you-
you
what
say?
you reckon?
Was it a special edition?
So it's a grey. It's grey. It's Diet Coke. It doesn't say special edition or not, but it looks like it is a special edition. It's an error unopened can.
So
It's got some dents. It's diet caffeine free. I don't do the
So I
do the
think
Diet Coke, but I don't like caffeine.
so. I think there are definitely collectors for Coca-Cola. There was collectors that will pay like £30,000 for bottles. I don't know if that's carried over to cans.
I need to start collecting cans again, man. I used to collect them. I used to be a weirdo, man. I used to have like
I'ma
50
say-
cans of Coke on my shelf.
I'm gonna say because cans are cheaper to make. They don't last as well. 10,000 if it's an error and if it's a special edition.
It doesn't say a celeb. It doesn't say a celeb had it, Grace. It's just someone posting it off, not a celebrity. So you're saying 10K?
Yeah, because I think if it's an error,
I've listed
there
it
are
for
definitely.
£17,981.8p. And there's 89 people watching it. We gotta
Fucking
get into
mental.
cans, George. We gotta start collecting these cans, man.
Because diet
17,000.
That can't be English. diet caffeine free, I don't think is an English version of the drink.
It might be an American, but like 80, almost 18 grand for a can of Coke.
So there's a guy in Japan that collects
And
the bottles.
you know, when I used to work in the shop, in Birmingham, and they had a vending machine. You know the shop, George. They were charging like £1 for a can of Coke. I thought that was expensive. 17 grand, mate.
Actually, on this thing, there's Warhol.
It's caffeine free.
Warhol has been signing the bottom of Coke cans and putting them in the vending machine for like 50p. If you were to sell those, you'd be making pure profit.
Andy Warhol's dead.
No, maybe it's not Warhol. Who's the one? Who's the It's in MoMA or something. They've got a vending machine. It's one per person or something. I can't remember. Do I mean Warhol? I might not mean Warhol.
It would have to be a really famous artist to get people to buy them, because
I'm
like
doing a
this can,
search.
it's an error. That's why it's not.
Coke.
I'm not gonna say
signed.
I'm not gonna say that, Melissa.
Damien Hirst.
And then I got one last one. Yeah, Damien Hirst. He's a big artist.
In
Like,
Glasgow, it's a pounder.
he's like one of
It's a £1 can for a signature. The prices are.
Are they still there?
I don't know if they're still there. 50 quid, 60,
You could
60
buy a car.
quid.
You could buy a really nice car for that.
Yeah, you absolutely could.
buy
£2,000. Yeah, that looks
a
fake.
Tesla is like what, 40k, 35k. They might run down a bit. 2 of them cans, you could buy a Tesla, which is going to do a lot more for you than a can of Coke on a shelf, to be fair. So the next thing that my mind went to,
Right.
well, it didn't go to this. I kind of stumbled on it. Life-size Disney Frozen Olaf, 1-to-1 full-size scale statue.
How big is it? What size are we saying?
It's 1-to-1, so I assume that's full size.
But how big is Olaf in the film? What are we thinking? Should I do a Google and see what Olaf's size is?
It's looking about. It's about probably about 6 foot.
I'm writing
Look
Olaf
at this picture.
size. Olaf is 5 foot 4
Remember,
inches,
he's
so 6 foot.
about near enough 6 foot.
Is it made by Disney or is it a handmade product?
It's official, mate.
Then it'll be
Official.
way more expensive.
It looks like it comes straight out of Disneyland.
If it's from Disneyland, it'd be even more expensive than just Disney made.
I've never actually watched Frozen, guys. I don't know how I managed to stumble across this.
I'm gonna say 2,000.
I wanted to make the items so different and so varied that George would never guess what's coming next.
I'm gonna say 2,000 only because if it's come from Disneyland, they hike the prices by like 100% extra. If it's Disney, they're expensive anyway, even if they're like made in China.
Let me ask, would you say if you had 5k in the bank and
Mhm.
someone said I've got an Olaf statue?
Is that how much it is?
5
5 fucking K?
Would you pay $2,000 for it?
Yeah. Well, no, I wouldn't.
I'm not saying that's the price.
I think the prices are fucking ridiculous. I'm not saying that's how much I'd pay. What I'm saying is,
It's $6,500 near enough.
what the fuck is wrong with people?
I love how he doesn't question the can of Coke, but a 6'5" Olaf statue.
Well,
Put
well
him
hang
in
on,
an
hang on. Is it a
Made by
statue?
Disney.
Is it a statue or a plush? If it's a plush, like
statue.
statue,
Full-size
depends on what it's made of, I guess.
Made by Disney.
It's ridiculous.
It's proper stuff, mate. It's come out of Disneyland. I wouldn't pay it.
No, I definitely
I couldn't
wouldn't.
give a Frozen.
I wouldn't give a rat's ass.
There's a lot better things I spend $6,500 on.
Exactly.
But I'm just, it's quite funny that you question that, but the Coke can, you're like, oh, 17k.
Well, no, but I
mean,
imagine,
£17,000.
well, yeah, I imagine they're a huge, like a collection, because I know that there are people that collect the bottles for like super expensive. For like,
Let's just put this into perspective to end the bit on the show. So we've had an Austin Powers pinball machine. We've had a copy of Zelda. That's why Zelda's in the top right, by the way. We've had a can of Coke and an Olaf statue.
well, what comes next?
I bet you never thought that's it.
Oh, okay.
I only did a couple. I thought it'd be an interesting bit, but I think we can do that every week because that seems quite fun.
Yeah, no, I like that. That was good.
I'm trying to create new bits for the show because I think we've kind of brought the podcast back. And if we start doing these weekly or one a month or one every couple of weeks, let's change it up a bit.
Yeah,
because I think the format got the same in. So
I like this, and I like the sort of out there things that you bought, like the fucking
the moral dynamics.
cans. No, they're just in this particular segment. The cans made sense to me. The Olaf statue, for some reason, doesn't make sense to me. I don't know why. Like,
that I was most excited for.
I
and
don't know why
I
that
thought I
confused
had
me
to
so
bring it in.
much.
I seen like after the moral dilemmas, George was he was
I was
was
going
really
down a
good.
dark path where I was killing kids
with
left
the
and
mobile
right.
phone. It was,
No, what I was doing was I was
I had
looking
to get
at
on the.
I was looking for questions, but I don't have any.
You've got some questions there. Oh, okay.
No, I don't have any. Not at all.
That's the end of the video. Okay. Right, well, that's all the bits I've got, so we can just talk now, guys.
Oh yeah, I can minimize this. I can reopen chat. Hello, everybody. I am back.
We're on 50 views. Come on, boys. We gotta do better than that.
13 likes as well. Nice.
This might be our lowest rated podcast. I suppose we haven't done one in young. So.
No, it makes sense. And we've got quite a wide, quite a new audience from the Fortnite stuff, especially recently, where we're getting a little bit more viewership. Any questions?
Hopefully, they go back and watch it. I know it's quite late for some of the people watching, but I hope people.
Yeah, we haven't really been that long. We started at 10. It's now 12. That's only 2 hours. If we were to edit it down like audio and put it as an audio, would people like that? Let us know in the comments of either stream or video.
You want us to put it on Spotify?
Yeah, I don't know if we can with this audio, but if we in future, if we specifically focus on capturing the audio separately, I think having the audio like crisp and clean would be quite nice. We can't do that with any of the previous stuff because we've always got like little glitches or sound errors.
Yeah.
Especially with us going over Discord with video.
So, how's everyone feel now that everything's opening back up since lockdown? Because I know last time we done the podcast, we were still in lockdown or just coming out of lockdown.
Just starting lockdown.
And most of the restrictions have lifted now.
I'm still worried about it.
Do
honestly.
you guys still wear? Do you still wear your mask going out? Do you still wear it on the bus, the tram?
Yes.
Walking around.
Yeah, I do. Every time I go out now, even if I'm fine walking around outside without one. But if I go into a shop, I will still wear a mask. If I go into an enclosed space that hasn't got outside air, I will wear a mask because I'm still worried about it. Even though I'm half vaccinated, I go back from my vaccination. I think in like the end of this week for my second like.
I've decided against that.
Well, yeah, well, you're completely
I've
fine.
decided against it. I don't think I'm going to have it because I feel like it's being forced on me, and I don't really know much about it either.
Well, that's the thing. The government hasn't done a good job of explaining how it works. All of the stuff you'll find people spreading lies.
A lot of people has had side effects.
Yeah, but I think the thing with the side effects is
you have that every year.
Well, no, I don't think you do. I think.
Would you have it every year?
No, but I don't think you have to. I think once you're vaccinated, you're fine. Because it is just vaccination. It doesn't. They
have said that.
It depends on which one, though. I think for the ones we've got, the ones that we've got,
lasts a certain period of time.
Our ones don't target the vaccine; they target the protein strands associated with it, which makes it a lot safer for us. They're not making children be vaccinated, which makes sense because there are side effects for younger people. There are side effects for older people, which is why they're wearing it. They're having a different vaccine.
Side effects for everyone.
Well, yeah, but like, I still would rather have the side effects than COVID.
They have said that. Every. They're thinking every year you're gonna have to have a booster. Now I think everyone I've spoke to, almost all of them, have one person that's been affected badly by it. A guy from my friend's work, he's about 50, right, and he's never had any health complications. Had the vaccine and he had a heart attack. His legs swelled up.
I think one of the things that I remember reading was
they said it was the vaccine.
Well, yeah. I think that you're supposed to know your health history, which I do. I know I've got a list of all my vaccinations that I've had. I think that makes a difference to how it reacts to you. I think that for especially the older generation where they're having a different vaccine to us, I think it does affect them slightly differently. I'm not going to say don't get it. I'm going to say get it because even the side effects are not as bad as having long COVID. Long COVID will fuck you up mega.
Well, that's the thing. I already have long COVID. Like I've already had COVID.
Yeah, but I think you had a slightly weaker. You've had a slightly weaker one, right?
My post-COVID symptoms lasted for about 4 or 5 weeks, but because I already have antibodies,
yeah,
I don't think I need the vaccine as much because
The-
if I do get COVID, I'm going to be partially protected.
Well, I don't think you are because I
Which
think
I
it's
think-
mutated. I think the Delta variant, especially, is the one that people are
Yeah,
worried
I know.
about.
As it goes along, like you will get less protection, but that's the same with the vaccine, right? And I don't feel it's going to do me any good after having long COVID and having all those symptoms.
Well, the thing is, I think if you still have the
those effects.
symptoms, you can't have the vaccine anyway. Like if you show the symptoms of COVID, you can't get jabbed.
I feel that my body's fought it off once. I'm partially protected because I have antibodies.
Yeah, but I don't think
I think
you
it's
fought
just
against
as
the
much
Delta.
protected.
I think what you fought against was like one of the nice weaker ones where it was only like, oh, I've got a cough, I'm not going to die.
But then again, George, I could have been asymptomatic, and that could have been.
Oh yeah,
So we don't
exactly. It
have
could
to know.
be. So I'm gonna say
I
for the
think
people in
I'd
chat,
rather have chances.
make a informed decision.
I'm not saying
Don't
I'm
listen
not
to
saying
us.
that you guys. I'm not saying that you guys should do the same as me. Like, if
No.
you're watching,
I think that everyone.
I'm not an anti-vaxxer.
No, everyone should have their own
I'm not against
feelings on it. I think it's definitely an issue where the government hasn't
I
really
just think
explained it.
It's an interesting thing, but I don't. One of the reasons that pushed me over the edge to not getting it is when the government say young people can't go to bars, can't go on holiday, and you know the holiday thing as well. You know if you've had COVID, you can still go.
Yeah.
You don't need a pass, like a vaccine passport in most countries. So I've already had it. So if I go abroad, I can still go. And they're saying that people who have had, I think, Pfizer can't go because of the blood clot problem. So really,
Because you're in planes. That's the reason
you're
why
not winning
the planes. Well, the young people don't get Pfizer anyway. We get Wait, what do we get? We get Pfizer. Or do we get Astra?
Well, you can get either one, but like
I can't
you're not
remember which
winning
one I
either
had.
way, to be honest.
I think that.
But when the government tries to put in place stuff like that, which a vaccine should always be a personal choice.
Well, do you know the issue?
Taking away from people to make them have it.
I mean, it makes sense in a
Technically, it's
pandemic.
against you.
It makes sense in a pandemic, right? Like that's completely like legal for them to do and makes
Yeah,
sense.
but like,
But they've opened everything
it's
up.
legal.
They've opened everything up, which
Is it immoral though?
I don't know. It's the question is.
It can be considered immoral not to get the vaccine, but it can also there's so many different things that feed into it.
Yeah, I think if you have the option, you should definitely take it. If you can't have it, then listen to your doctor's advice. I think for me, I'm happy to have it because I have had no health issues at all about it. I have hay fever. That is
And again,
about as like
it's still something.
you
It's
should.
still something that I have to think about.
Oh yeah,
Like,
absolutely. You should
I
make an
do
informed
work
decision.
around a lot of people there.
Yeah.
Like I work with a lot of people, but like I'm just scared of the side effects. And like
I think
I
you
don't know.
should. You should be
also
fine.
feel like I also feel like now doctors are so much more prepared to deal with it than like 12 months ago.
Well, you said that.
Like when
Ha-
everything
have
was
you?
happening 12 months ago, someone said there was a vaccine, I would have took it. But now I feel like
no,
they're more.
I don't
prepared.
think they are. I think the NHS is still vastly understaffed. They're still trying to sell bits off at a time, and I think
They are
have you
understaffed,
seen
but
the
what
stuff
I'm saying
in America?
is they have got ventilators and stuff.
Until
Like quite a lot of ventilators compared to like 12 months ago. You know what I mean?
oh yeah, I guess.
They
And
they
in
know
America,
vastly more about COVID than they did before.
let me tell you, in America, I think in Orange County, I think from what I saw on the news the other day.
I won't be surprised if this video gets banned. because it's
Oh
about
yeah, no,
vaccines.
maybe, but the people in Orange County have only like just started to get vaccinated, and even then, only like 2% of them are vaccinated so far. They're literally making it law to get vaccinated there.
Still streaming, by the way.
Yes. Why?
We're making a law to get vaccinated.
Well, I don't know if it's a law or if it's like strongly advised. I think the Americans are
Another
very
thing that I think is terrible.
like, oh yeah, you
Another thing that
you
I
have
think
America.
terrible is when jobs are threatened if you don't get the vaccine. Because a lot of nurses now, if you've not got a vaccine, you lose your job.
As a nurse, that makes
I
sense.
think that is terrible.
As a nurse, that makes sense. Because
but some people, they are worried because they have conditions and they can't get the vaccine. But they're saying if you don't have it, you lose your job completely.
I mean, it makes sense for them, but for people that don't have any issues, they should be getting vaccinated. Like, obviously, we're not the kind of people that you should listen to.
More resources. I wish the government would put more resources into talking about the vaccine and like going over every single.
They shouldn't put Boris in charge. Boris should never have been prime minister for this. Like, when they say, "Oh yeah,"
like they should put the same energy into the vaccine
as they did the
when we had
Euros
lockdowns
or the Euros.
Which broadcasts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's debatable. That should have ever happened.
No, it shouldn't. There was a huge spike afterwards, which everyone saw coming, but the politicians were like, "Oh no, what a surprise!" Cunts.
But like, it doesn't help as well with the media. That a lot of the times, a lot of the information they're getting from Boris and from the government is wrong.
Yeah.
And they keep giving them the wrong data and the wrong numbers, so people can't trust what they're hearing. It's a big problem.
I'm gonna say something that you might not agree with. I don't think Boris should have been prime minister. I think when there was the vote, I think someone. I don't think. Like, I personally think Jeremy Corbyn should be, but obviously I'm not gonna get into politics about this. Boris Johnson was not the person you want to be the face of a fucking campaign.
I've done this myself, Hannah. By putting Boris up there, I've made us end up coming round to Boris.
Well, no. The thing is, like,
who is going to talk about? Boris
like, I think
I've kind of got into it.
He's a bad prime minister. He was a bad mayor of London. He was fired from his job in Mayor of London, if I remember right. He should never have been up for debate to be a fucking prime minister. But when this happened, when the fucking virus, you could see the virus fucking spreading from China to across Europe to coming to us.
That it said, like,
he should have shut the borders.
One of the meetings that let people die.
Yeah.
Because he's like, no more lockdowns. Let them die. Let them.
Yeah.
Bodies pile up. Like, you should
like,
not say that.
The thing is, at the start of the lockdown, they were all about herd immunity, right? That was the thing that you were hearing: herd immunity. Everyone go outside, be fine. The minute people high up in the government started getting COVID, is when they started being like, "Oh, we should maybe do a lockdown. This is scary now. People are getting COVID." Well, yeah, no shit. You didn't shut anything. There was
far too late.
Yeah. The thing is, him as a prime minister,
shut the borders for like so long.
They spent 2 months shutting the borders. 2 months, I think.
But then again, like,
in hindsight,
in hindsight. The fact that we haven't dealt with something like this since like 1918, like Spanish flu.
Neither has New Zealand. New Zealand is no longer in any threat of COVID.
I think New Zealand has dealt with it better because of the way that the people are. Because the British have a very we feel entitled to. Like, we won't listen to the rules.
Which
people
is
in
a
New
worry.
Zealand, they're probably like, okay, this guy's up here.
Well,
we're all going to listen. We're going to pull together.
They made it mandatory to lockdown. They locked down immediately. Hard. They did a harsh lockdown from day one. No, exactly. Exactly. So from day one, there was harsh lockdowns with huge penalties for breaking lockdown in New Zealand.
You know what's weird though?
Given like they were there for maybe 7 months, and then they were free of COVID. That's all we had to do was impend huge fines.
Weird, that year in lockdown, sometimes like now, I feel like it's almost like the year that never was.
Exactly, nothing happened.
I don't think about that year.
That year is a blank.
That year went so.
It's a blank in my mind. That entire year.
Went so quick.
The entire.
And it's almost like what we said earlier. Like, how much would you
pay for a year? Yeah.
How much would you take for a year of your life, basically? It's almost like getting back to that because we did lose a year of our life.
Yeah.
But we did nothing. We just sat inside doing nothing.
The thing is, with New Zealand, they shut it down immediately. They were like, they're clear now, they're fine. Here, the minute it wasn't law to wear masks anymore, 80% of people aren't wearing masks in shops. Because it's not law.
Well,
the minute...
honest, I've not really been wearing my mask as much.
No, but...
A lot of people are.
Are you...
But now that I know I don't have to,
Yeah, but the thing is, I think we should be more like China or Japan or like Asia, where it is seen as like morally right if you're ill to wear a mask so you don't spread it to other people. That's what they do in China.
I think
That's what they do in Japan.
That's the fact. Like
We're not like
our
those places.
society is
Selfish.
now. Well, we're now more accustomed to it because we're going to wash our hands more. We're going to wear
But we're
more
not.
masks. Like, if
We're
we
not.
are sick or we have a flu,
The minute there is
we're
now
wearing masks.
not a law in place, the fucking dickhead Derek from down the road will sneeze in your face, man. You know it. You know it's gonna happen. Like, the British people are fucking idiots, and I'm saying that as a British person, as a group, we're idiots. You put us all together, we'll
When
have a
I'm out
fight.
and about, I always stay socially distanced.
Yeah, because
Was it-
you know, I think the difference is also because we're younger, we're of a younger age. We have that like mentality of, oh, this makes sense. The old people don't give a fucking shit. Like, you will see.
The reason I don't wear my mask as much is because when you're asthmatic, and it's been really hot last, not this week so much. It's been raining, but the week before that, like I think that's just when the lockdown restrictions lifted. Wearing a mask on transport. Oh my god! Like,
Oh yeah, I can
I
imagine.
couldn't even breathe.
No, I
So
So I think there should have been a lot earlier. There should have been improvements in masks. There was a huge deficit in like personal protection, PPE.
Yeah.
NHS didn't have any. We were ordering from across the fucking globe. Where? Oh, there was COVID. So obviously it's not doing them any fucking good if they're selling it off. Like some of the stuff they were giving the nurses, right? The nurses had out of date protection equipment, which then if they then got COVID, they can't blame the NHS because the NHS is. Oh no, they can blame the NHS because they put stickers over the things. They can't. I don't think they had any leg to stand on when they were given.
I mean, that's the thing. Like you have to replace those masks. I think twice a shift as a nurse.
Yeah.
Or doctor. I'm trying to check my shifts for work, but you know what you saying about British people.
We're fucking idiots, yeah.
Imagine, you know, like the Euros, and there's breaking down the barriers and running through the stadium. Like that is the British for you.
That is
That's
us.
similar. That's us.
We're idiots. We shouldn't be trusted. Like when he says, when Boris is like, oh, we should rely on the British people's, what is it? What has he said? He said, common sense. We as a country don't have common sense. You'll see it in football games. You'll see it, the fact that there's a whole racist organisation called the English Defence League, which basically look like football fans. Where is this link? You see, you know what I mean? Like, it's very patriotic, yeah?
I was going to get onto the Euros next, because that's another big thing that's happened to us since the last podcast. Should we talk about it? I mean, it's hard. I got the England shirt on. Yeah,
I won. I'm proud of the team. £6, baby.
You bet on Italy.
I did, yeah.
Scumbag.
Hey, well, I didn't. Yeah.
No, I'm proud of the team.
Mm-hmm.
I think the racism and everything that's going around and breaking into the stadium and the way we, as a society, like showed ourselves. I think that
fucking
was
idiots.
like diabolical.
It's like when we're, like as a group of people, the British people like to piss out of Americans, right? We like these backwards Americans and whatnot. We're exactly the same.
After that first goal, I thought it was going to happen.
Oh yeah, same.
Like I thought it was going to happen for us, and then for the next 90 minutes, I don't know what we was playing. Like not bringing on any subs for like 90 to 100.
Oh man, I hate him. I hated that they did. They
getting
the
three
subs in
players to take the penalties and not stepping up.
Well, no. The worst thing was getting three black young people. So that was the dumbest move they could have done. Why bring people on who are of a different skin colour to us, which will give the fucking racists.
You know that
Sacco's Instagram was a racist hotbed. It was horrible. There was so much hate for him.
I'm also proud though that the British people also came together to fight against that.
Yeah, exactly.
Because,
that's
like,
another
Rashford
thing
as well. Like Rashford, yeah, he's such a good guy, man. I think he's MBE as well because he does all the
food
in
stuff.
lockdown. He done all the food charity stuff for the kids. Like that guy is a saint. And
Now
you know,
like the minute, the minute they missed those penalties, I was like, oh no, the fucking EDL is going to be on this.
Did you see the mural?
Yeah, I think so.
Did you see the mural that they wrote all racist stuff and people covered it in pictures and flowers and nice messages? Like that was class. That was class act.
Yeah, because well, I mean, it was on a fucking global stage as well, so the Brits had to do something about it. I don't think if it had been global, there wouldn't have been as much of an outrage, which is fucking ridiculous.
I think also, in a way, it's not necessarily a good thing, but it has brought light to the racism in football, where we can now deal with it. Because I know they've talked about banning racists from stadiums, which I think
that's been in the works for years, though. That's been in the works since the FA brought in the everyone deserves, or whatever the fuck it's called, where it's respect everyone or whatever.
Ren just turned 21.
Nice.
Oh, she just turned 21 in 2 days ago. Smokey, I'm not doing a dance, bro.
I already did one for you, Smokey. I just think there's a lot of words spoken, but not a lot of action taken. The FA has been condemning racism in football for literally fucking years now, and there's been no step forward on it. And it's tricky because I'm a guy. I'm just a guy. I can't do anything apart from stand in solidarity with them because,
I must say as well, we talked about the British.
Fucking racist cunts.
Italy was
horrible in that. Yeah.
Dirty.
Chiellini just fucking.
All them memes are, even the one you sent me where they're pulling him back from the chain.
That was you. You sent me that. That wasn't me. That was you.
Did I send you that?
Yeah, you sent me that.
Like Chiellini's a saint, man. He's just pulling him away from the train. No, that was bad. Like pulling Saka's shirt like that. Oh my god. Oh, you know what? As well, we got to give some love to Sterling because he done work in that Euro. He done everything, bro. He had 20 goals or something.
The thing is,
he had a goal in almost every game.
All of these people are like,
and Harry. Shut up about Harry Kane.
Exactly. They always like, oh, Harry Kane's the best. Harry Kane's the best. Harry Kane's the best striker we've ever had. Harry Kane's a fucking cunt. I hate him. He's one of the most selfish players I've ever seen. Yes, mate.
They put something on the paper, something like we love Sterling, and they put a picture of Saka on there.
Oh, I know, fucking dumbasses.
Put the wrong guy on the paper.
Institutional racism should just fucking die. It's so stupid. They do it. I don't know if they do it on purpose, but the fact that they even do it accidentally is worrying that they didn't take 10 seconds to look for the right person. That just blows my mind.
Even after it's over, I still don't feel like he got enough credit. Because before the Euro, everyone was saying Sterling's trash. He didn't do anything for us in the World Cup. They had no faith in him, and he carried us.
It's honestly, it's his skin. It's his skin color. People are happy to hate on black people, and everyone that
To be honest, Harry Kane, he did barely anything in that Euro.
He stole a goal.
He got some goals.
Harry Kane stole a goal. He literally put his foot in front of someone to steal the goal. If it had gone to I don't know who it was. He yeah. He's selfish.
He's a trophy.
My granddad always said, while he was still alive, that Harry Kane is a selfish player. He didn't like him in Tottenham. He didn't like him when he played for England. He takes the ball and he's no matter who's around, really, he will try to score. He is one of the most selfish players I've seen.
Pickford as well.
Yeah, Pickford's a fucking dick.
He only conceded in two games. He was having a right goal, all the players, but you got to give him credit. He done well in that.
Well, yeah, but I hate the way he shouts at his own teammates. I can't stand it. He obviously the thing is obviously yes. I sent you that. I sent you that. I thought it was fucking hilarious because he's a right dickhead.
Isn't that what you sent me this morning?
Yeah.
And then the kid at the end, he's like, "Oh, fuck off, fuck off, Harry Maguire, you bastard."
You slabhead, yeah. So fuck me.
The guy's literally sitting on his shoes, and to be a little 2-foot kid.
I just think that the people that scored didn't get the respect they needed just because they were a different skin tone to us, and it's fucking stupid. The Football League, the FA, the Football Association needs to stamp out racism.
Think about it as well. Think about it. Almost 90% of the good players in history have all been black,
Spanish, anyone but English. Like the English are okay at football.
Ronaldinho.
We created football, but we're not brilliant at it. The fucking Spanish league is great.
Pele's won like 6 World Cups.
The Italian league is incredible. All of these places that aren't British, but the British are like, oh, 3 lines on our state. Fucking brain dead as a fucking community.
Has won more World Cups than our country has won European titles in the last,
I know,
like 100 years. In the history of our football
and the Brits
league,
still think we're good at football.
in the history
we're not.
of British football, LA has won more.
Can we
European titles?
Can we take a hot second to talk about the Olympics? Because I watched the BMXing today, and it was one of the fucking
we need to talk about
gruesome
FIFA
shit.
first, George. Can we just put this on record? I just want to talk about FIFA.
Go for it.
So we bought FIFA last week. Me and George actually played FIFA for the first time in what, 3-4 years?
For you, I've only ever played the Wii game.
I thought Ultimate Team. I used to love Ultimate Team, right? It used to be one of my favourite games. I spent days playing Ultimate Team. My brother actually deleted it once. And I spent like 30 days playing it, deleted my whole team. But I got it all back, but that's not the issue. You go on Ultimate Team now as a new player.
You'll get fucked.
And you go up against Messi, Ronaldo's, full squads, 100k. You can't do nothing. I lost 4 games in a row. 4 games in a row, and it still put me in league. What was it, like League 6 or something?
Bottom of the league, and you're
like
still shit. And he's still got points for losing.
Like 7K. What is the point in buying a new FIFA game if Ultimate Team?
No.
It's
not. What is the point in buying a new one? It's what is the point in buying an old one? Because that's being phased out, right? You don't want to play that after they've played it for 2 years or whatever. They are gold stars and all sorts of fucking bullshit. They're like top tier. But if they're playing that as the lowest league, as one of the best teams, you're fucked. You can't get a foot in.
If that's the balancing system, and even after it said like you have to play a couple of games so they can sort of put you in a league.
Yeah,
or
they don't. They didn't.
Still, the next game is 100 chemistry. All team of the seasons, team of the years. No,
I've got a piss real quick.
So you might as well go on.
I'll be right back. Carry on talking shit about FIFA.
I'll wait for you to get back, George. It's a podcast. What was I looking for? Let's see how many subs we're on. Everyone looking at my YouTube analytics. What's your favourite game? My favourite game? That's so hard. I think I already answered that earlier. I don't really have a favourite game, but me and George have worked through like 4 generations of gaming, so I'll have favourite games from each generation. But it's still fun. What is happening to my face on George's stream, man? Oh my god. So, what I was saying, George, are you there?
What did I miss?
So, nothing, because I'll wait for you. What I was saying, I want to put the fan on.
Well, before you go back to FIFA, I want to talk more about Rashford.
Well, George, we can just finish it, just real quick.
Go on in.
So what we're saying is, buy an old FIFA, right? But you can't buy the old FIFA on PlayStation because they take that off the store. So you have to buy the new FIFA. You have to.
Or you buy the disc.
13 quid.
You can buy the disc, but it won't be online because there's no servers.
Yeah, you can buy the disc, but me and George obviously I bought the one for George to share. But I think that's kind of shoddy that the previous FIFAs aren't on there. When if you like a player like me and George, and you're just gonna verse each other, you obviously want the older version because it doesn't change that much. If anything,
the older versions are better.
Making a video on this, but the
old better.
FIFA 17, you can play Legends. Is it starting 11 or starting 12 or something? Like the Legends League, you can do that in FIFA 17. It's not even on this game, so if anything, it's worse for an average player. It's terrible.
Speaking as an average player, I liked the older stuff. I played one game. No, I played 2 FIFA games prior to this. I played 07 on the Nintendo Wii,
Wii,
which was incredible, by the way. It's one of the funkiest shit you'll ever see. And I played one on PlayStation 3. And
you know what I need to do, George? I'm tempted to do a Guitar Hero stream, but I'm so bad
it's
at the
copyright.
game.
Copyright is a fucking ball ache. You can't.
Who's better, me or TJ? Honestly, I won't be offended.
TJ. Without a doubt. Sorry, Smokey, but TJ is better than you. From what we've seen. Maybe you're better in like total,
don't
but
ask those questions if you don't want to answer.
from what we've seen, TJ is better than you. Right, FIFA sucks. Right, so the minute Rashford missed that penalty, everyone was digging into him. Was it Rashford that missed a penalty? I don't know if it was Rashford or not, but people were shitting on Rashford.
Well, I think they all missed.
Well, yeah, they did. They were fucking shite.
I think that Grealish should have stepped up. Rashford had an injury.
Well, the thing is, like,
He shouldn't have took the penalty.
they brought people on that didn't get the flow of the game, specifically to take the penalties. They hadn't been in the game long enough to warm up, really, had they? When you think about it.
People who are passionate have been playing for 120 minutes. They should take the penalties.
If you're then switching them out
Not people who have come on
for
like 10
two
seconds
people
to
to take the penalties, yeah. I mean, they weren't warmed up. They didn't have like their eye on or whatever.
I can see what he was thinking because apparently
Fresh legs,
those
yeah.
were the best people at penalties in training.
Yeah, but they weren't in the
And also
game.
everyone was tired.
Well, they shouldn't have left it. I mean, the entire thing was a shit show. They shouldn't have left it so long to do substitutions. If they wanted to do that tactic, put one at half time. Let them get a fucking custom to the game.
Pickford is actually really good at penalties, right? He's supposed to take the 6th penalty. He should have took one earlier, and Greenish should have took one.
I don't think they
Can
should
I say
have.
Harry Maguire done a smashing penalty? I gotta give him that. I mean, he almost smashed the camera.
Yeah.
Which he did.
I
He broke the
don't
camera.
think they should have let the 3 black people, the 3 young black people, take the final penalties that the entire game rests on. Saka should have gone first. Fucking Rashford should have
I
gone
will say
first.
though that Grealish said that he would have took the penalty. They
Yeah.
just didn't offer it him. And Grealish is a really good player, but
I think
kinda wish he would've took
honestly
one earlier.
I don't like in the past like fucking manager. I've forgotten his name. My brain is dead right now.
Everyone's saying that we're going to win the next World Cup. I know we've got to the semi-finals.
We
and
won't.
We've got to a final,
We
but
won't.
I'm not seeing it.
We didn't.
I've
No,
been getting lucky.
World Cup?
3 times in a row.
World Cup is a whole different game to the fucking Euros. The Euros is
Getting
a
lucky
throwaway for the other
3
teams.
times in a row. Getting lucky 3 times in a row. Like, I know we got a good team, but if we're not winning games like that, Italy won. Like, to be honest, Italy won even. They wasn't even playing their best on the day.
No,
They
because
was
they were
playing
injured.
Dirty,
Their
but,
best
like, we
player was
should've won it.
injured. Their best player, Spirulina, Spirulina, I don't know his name. He is one of the best Italian players that I'd seen in that entire contest, and he was injured in like the first game. He ended up like nearly breaking his leg or whatever.
You are, man.
He should have.
Smoke is on 23 hours, George.
Nice. He's getting there. Whereas
Yeah, but like
the minute
lucky
he was off,
3 times in a row.
it doesn't make you a
Not
good
gonna
team.
happen.
Doesn't make you a good team.
I
Like-
think.
Mr. Waistcoat himself, whose name has gone out of my head. What's his name? Manager?
Mr. Wards. Oh no, that's me. It's Gareth Southgate. George.
Southgate.
Come on.
I don't think he's a great manager. I think he's better than what we've had before.
Okay, you still turn me on.
I just don't think he's as good
Coming
as.
home again.
I don't think he's as good as people crack him up to
Bro,
be.
how did that become a viral like song, man?
I
Is that
don't
like a
fucking
Tommy
know.
Kitten?
Yeah,
Gareth Southgate
you
song.
can make me whole again.
I've got to admit, the way England. I mean,
No, we
Caroline,
like the thing is,
football's coming home. Like,
4th place Euros. Yeah, that's
the
fine.
music.
The Euros is easy, really,
the
when you think about it. And the World Cup is a fucking whole nother ball game. I don't think we'll ever win the World Cup
Got
again with this
4th place
team.
Euros, 3rd place World Cup, 2nd place Euros, so 1st place World Cup.
I think the 3rd place World Cup is the best we'll ever do. I don't think we'll get better with Southgate being the manager.
I don't think we did get. Did we get 4th place Euros before that? I swear we
Yeah, I
were
think
out
so.
really early on the
Oh no,
World
we
Cup
lost
World
against
Cup.
fucking Fuck me.
Slovakia.
Yeah, we lost against someone really early on.
Slovakia.
We didn't make it to the placements. Hi, Dubsy. We were shit.
Look, Smokey, that was the best chance
We've ever had.
Probably ever.
Yeah.
To win a Euro or to win an international championship. All the best teams, apart from Italy and Spain, were out, and then obviously we was left with Italy. As we said, one of their main players was injured. We're not going to get another chance like that.
No.
And with the team we had as well, we had a team of world-class players who had
The thing
won
is,
Premier Leagues, won FA Cups.
The worst thing
won
is
everything.
Germany, Italy, France, Spain.
I do have things
Fucking
like that,
phenomenal.
I'm still roughing it.
Yeah, no,
I'm
absolutely.
still proud of the team,
but in the
winning
World Cup, we won't win.
Not something. As British, I don't think we're very good at winning.
No, and I mean even in the Olympics, we are, from what I last checked, we're 6th place in the medals tables with one of the second biggest teams that are out there. Well, no, hang on, 3rd biggest teams because America's fucking huge.
Tom Daley got his gold medal.
Yeah, he's been waiting 20 years for that.
With his
Fucking
best
hell.
friend.
Best friend.
Yeah, he done so many. I thought it was his husband. Is it not his husband?
Nah, they kept calling him his partner.
He gave him a ring.
But maybe they're.
I'm so sure there's something going on.
Yeah, probably.
Because Tom Daley's gay as well, and like the way he talks about him, and the fact that Tom Daley gave him a ring.
Well, the issue is they keep calling him his partner on like the BBC stuff, and I'm wondering does that mean like his dive partner? Does that mean he's like his interest? I'm confused.
Did you
But
watch this morning?
no.
Did you watch this morning? Because I thought it was talking about like I seen it pop up. I was like, that's intriguing now. I didn't even pay attention to any of the Olympics.
Dubsy, we're on about sports.
Tom Daley's won a bloody medal.
Yeah.
For diving.
Yeah.
With his.
Which I thought I honestly thought he got one in Rio.
Nice. I put it together.
So the thing is,
Wasn't there a woman as well that had been doing it since like 1996, something like that? She's like 40. I seen her TikTok and she's done every Olympics since like 90 something.
I don't think she's British. There's
Like one of the
definitely
oldest-
some long running Americans and I don't think it's Japanese. I think
I don't
maybe
really like football, but
Croatia.
It was amazing and really good to watch. It brought the country together, which the Olympics also does.
The Olympics is
The
great.
fact that we've got
I'm living the
Euros in
Olympics.
it's been really refreshing.
I'm literally
having not
loving.
had
I'm loving the
like
Olympics.
that to
Me and my sister are watching
grab
it.
onto.
So we were watching the BMXing today, the freestyle BMXing, which is fucking incredible, by the way. So there was
You said your mum got into like skateboarding or BMXing, didn't you?
dude, as the entire family's onto it. They're like, every time we watch something, we'll watch it together because it's like something we can do together.
I think Tom Daley's he's
I don't think he's bi. I think he's straight gay.
Yeah.
So my
He's
mum,
one
we
of the two, but I think he is gay.
were watching the
Hey,
park,
Dubsy!
the park skateboarding, and mum so she was like, "What?" Every time they would miss a jump or something, or they'd bail on their tricks because they did.
Why am I seeing the picture of George with a chicken head? And I'm just thinking of fencing. Why am I thinking of that? Why is that coming to mind? Why am I just imagining
I don't
you
know,
fencing?
but I imagine I've done fencing before. It's so much fun. It's scary as fuck, but it's fun.
Hi,
Also,
can you please do a fashion show? Haywire.
fuck off, man. Fuck off.
Uh,
You are my nemesis.
we done one earlier. But after this podcast, we're going to sleep.
Yeah, it's 1:30
We're getting
midnight
old,
already.
We need to sleep.
We need energy
We
to do
podcasts.
podcasts.
Normally, not podcasts. We do fast shows once a day. Like
Yeah.
if we do them, we'll do them once a day. We're not going to do them for 12 hours because we're not those kind of we still want time for ourselves. And obviously, we've done a second stream today, which is this. We're not going to jump on now and do it.
Oh wait, he's
a fashion
a
show.
different country. No, it's
Tomorrow.
1:30 midnight for us, Haywood.
Yeah, it's late. Not for us, Haywire. It's very late. I understand you're quite young and you probably
Didn't
don't
grasp time
get tired
zones
as much as me and George.
and
but
time
obviously.
zones. Oh no, you're fine, man. I'm fine.
But yeah, look. Tomorrow we'll do one.
We're not doing an
Tomorrow
all-nighter
we'll do it.
podcast. No, I
It's our
refuse.
last one, and then right, that would be
So
It would be good, but I feel like after like a couple of hours, we're like, oh yeah, that's good.
So, you know what I'm excited for? They've added 4 sports to this new Olympics. Skateboarding.
Have they added gaming yet?
No, that's
esports.
Esports would be great though. I don't think that'd be Olympic Games, but that would be like a separate thing probably if they did.
That's like a separate thing, isn't it?
Yeah, there's an esports
Did
league
you
and
see
stuff.
Dr. Disrespect? Like, someone tried to roast him because he got someone to cut his meat or something for his sandwich, and then Dr. Disrespect's like, "Well, I've got the sweatpants on, ready to run, ready to jog. This is an athletic event." Oh man, I should start watching that guy.
I don't like him. His character he plays is. I just can't.
The character is very big, like very big-headed, very annoying.
So the thing is, I don't know if that's him or if that's the character he plays. Which is, I think he's lost in the character, which is worrying.
I don't know, George, because didn't he like leave his like had an affair or something?
Yeah, I think so. So I'm thinking he's absolutely lost in his character, which is fucking terrifying.
So tried to South Rossway. I'm 10, but okay. But can I join your party? I know that I have to be a member, but I really want to. Unfortunately, we can't do that.
Not for the fashion
because
shows.
If we do that for you, we have to do it for everyone.
Not for the fashions,
Like,
but for the other game modes we do when we do.
You can join us for games. But we won't like have you. We won't be talking. We don't talk. We've stopped doing that, and we say this all the time. We don't think it's appropriate. There's so many issues with it. We don't know what the other person's going to say. We don't know how old they are.
We don't want to.
Obviously, you said your age, but
we don't want to like mess with your mental image.
It's better for me just to talk to George. So like, we don't let people in parties like that. And with the fashion shows, that's our members' perk. If you know, there's.
And even then, we don't do
that.
party chat with them either. Unless we know the person, we don't do party chat. We've not done party chat with anyone new for about what 4 months, 5 months now.
It's been like a year, 2 years. I think it's been longer.
No,
I mean, we do it with Lou and stuff occasionally.
But we know Lou. We trust Lou to not be an idiot. Like, we trust you not to be an idiot, but we don't trust you not to say something you don't understand.
On the fashion show, I had a bad headache. I had to take tablets and I had to lie in bed. Yeah, George said you had a headache. I hope you're feeling a bit better.
Haywood, it's not about cursing. We don't mind cursing so much. It's we don't know what you're going to say
it's not
as
that, bro.
a child.
One, it's not really appropriate.
We're both
Like,
above 20.
like
I'm 24, he's 23. You're half
20.
our age. That's worrying.
You know. Yeah, it's just.
We don't fuck with that.
It's better that we don't. It doesn't look good on us, for one. Like, we don't look like responsible adults by letting you in the party.
We're not responsible
We don't know what your
adults.
parents are gonna
We're
think.
literally not responsible adults. We don't
We
want
don't
the
know what you're gonna
responsibility
say.
of making sure you don't do something stupid, really.
We're not, but like, if there were 2 people that I didn't know that seem like weirdos,
Chatting to
and
your
my
child.
kid says, "Dad, can I join the party?" And I'll say, don't
No.
talk to those. Like, if I didn't know,
The thing is, like,
I'm gonna say,
from us, we played Call of Duty. We know what it's like to be in a party with 30-year-olds, 20-year-olds. It's not something fun. You don't want to be experience that, man.
mind you, like, we spoke to TJ because we'd done the Monopoly, didn't we?
Yeah.
Smokey said, "Remember when you did talk?" And I said, "I like and subscribe." So I'm about to talk. This is another thing as well, Smokey. You know, when you talked, you had a TikTok playing in the background, and I got instantly copyrighted for the first 2 seconds of the video.
Yeah, we don't
So
we don't want to
that is
lose that.
issue. And I was like, copyright strike. I was like, what the fuck? I've not played any music. I've not played any copyright music. I'll go to it, and it's literally
Like,
the start of the
honestly,
podcast.
it's not a big thing for us now, but if we were ever to be making money on this, really, in the long run, those kind of situations would absolutely fuck us up. We would be in lawsuits, really, after a while, because we would be in those...
I've learned from past mistakes, and there's been some, like, in the past, like, when I used to play Minecraft, there's been little kids that would talk and want to be in the party, and I've let them in, and they've sworn, they've said, you know, they've attempted to say N-words, but I didn't have party on share, so
Yeah.
luckily, that didn't get captured. But there's been some stupid stuff they've said, and also some people do it for attention.
Yeah.
So they'll get in the party to say stupid things. It's just, there's so many issues with it.
Yeah.
I
mean, you
I have
should,
to
like,
I'm a
Haywood,
big fan.
I'm not gonna lie, you shouldn't even be on Twitch at your age. There are literally terms of service that you shouldn't be doing.
Congrats to your girlfriend being pregnant, by the way. Thanks, bro. I've not really talked about that much on YouTube either, have I? Really? I'd
Not
rather
really.
keep that stuff private though, as it comes up. I was embarrassed to talk. I hate talking to an audience. I mean, there's nothing to be embarrassed about.
We've been
Me
there
and
before.
George,
There's
just two people.
We're just two guys.
But
We don't have a huge audience. You don't have to worry about it.
I'm not saying there won't ever be a time that you guys can talk. Like if I'm doing something on Discord or whatever,
Everything,
and I
obviously,
say
everything.
jump in the party and ask me questions, but it has to be like controlled. It can't just be like join the party and then
Say something, lead the party.
it just doesn't work.
It's.
I think
It's
just best. That
I mean,
way.
there are literally terms of services against literally people
And
less
we
than
talk about
13
this
on
every
Twitch.
time. Like we talk about this all the time, just to let you guys know, because I know some people don't understand. But like after years of doing this, I just thought that was the best thing to do.
So with Twitch, you have to be above 13 to make a Twitch account. To be in
Plus,
to make a YouTube channel, I think you have to be above 12. I'm not really sure how the YouTube
plus, like
system
me and
works.
George, like literally, I've worked in like education. I've worked in schools. George has done all that stuff. Like he worked in galleries. He worked around kids. Like me and George are safe to be around kids. And like if there was a kid in the party, we'd be, you know, we wouldn't act like we do when we just talk to each other. But like I don't want to encourage you to start joining randomers parties who, like I don't know what they're going to be like. You know what I mean?
Sexual, they could be
weirdos.
predators,
That
which
would
is
be-
once
so
you get
we don't
get
wanna
comfortable
ever,
joining people, you will never look
guys
back, and that's
in that
worrying.
situation. I'm not showing my face, and I play on Xbox. I can't see the chat. This is my mum's game.
Even so, like
I understand that.
like
but
if your
still.
mum saw you were talking to two 24-year-olds essentially online, that sends up red flags immediately. It's sexual predators, which is a huge thing. There was recently a huge issue about it. That's why PlayStation now.
I encourage you guys not to talk to people online. Like if your parents, like if they say who you're playing with, you should let them know that we just played for, you know,
We don't
this
talk to
guy
them.
doesn't talk to his
Yeah.
audience, you know,
Like-
because
Excuse me. So the thing is, the reason why
Oh, it's
PlayStation now
let's explain it.
captures audios, the reason why their entire is an entire system where PlayStation Network is now recording audio from party chat is because of racism in party chat. It's because of
Smokey,
drug
don't do
deals
that.
in party chat.
Smokey, don't do that Smokey, because you're basically bullying him. Like he's fine to be here.
Yeah, we're happy
That's
chat.
fine. I'm just saying he can't be on the party. So don't do that as a mod. Don't say like you're only 11 years old, so go. Like if kids want to watch and that's okay with their parents.
Wait.
that's fine.
Does he mean
Like-
11 years to go? You've got a worrying about it.
Oh, 11 years to go. If you're saying 11 years to go, that's fine. But like
You've got to make sure you
know,
don't send
be
out
careful what
stuff
you
like
say as a
that.
mod. That's-
So there was
You follow on your Twitch.
there was a huge issue with
Let's
sexual
just get
predation in PlayStation parties. That's one of the reasons why it's now a thing.
But
Just
we'll get
worrying.
off that subject.
Yeah.
Let's talk about something lighter.
Yeah.
Did you have any like gaming news or anything, George? to talk
No,
about?
I
Does
looked.
anyone in the chat have any like gaming news? and stuff?
Yeah, give us some news. So I was watching the BMX in.
I have not seen. I've not seen much on there, to be honest. Like,
No, I did a look,
of the
and
gaming news. I've
most
not
of it's
really seen.
PC games. And there's not really much apart from BioWare stuff. You're fine to stay, Haywood. Like
Yeah.
my guy, you're fine to stay. It's just we don't want that kind of pressure on us or on you. You're happy. You're happy to stay.
I didn't know. You see, this is why it's hard to like. With
Smokey, you're not a bad
people
mod. You
certain
just
age,
gotta
but-
watch. You just gotta watch what you say.
you've got to be careful with it because you're also representing me. So, you know, just be careful you don't intimidate people because me and George talking, like we're explaining, but when you say something, even if you spell it wrong, it comes across upsetting to, you know.
Especially a younger audience, like who
But I don't
are.
know,
Oh, he's
it's
back.
a tough one because
He came
young-
back. Welcome back, man.
We've been bamboozled.
We've been
But some
fucking
young,
fucking
audience
bamboozled, man.
some young audience members, they don't understand quite as we do
So the thing is,
Like,
as well,
what we.
while you're being a mod for us, for
But yeah,
either of us,
same way, like,
so
another thing is
you
like,
do have to know that
we
you're
wanna be
talking to
responsible.
children.
We want to be responsible creators, you know.
Because
That's what we are,
we've
but
seen
we
what
wanna make this
happens to
safe-
other people.
A safe place for everyone.
We've seen what
Now,
happens.
Sometimes George will swear, and sometimes I'll swear, but like in terms of stuff like that, like we're very serious about that kind of thing.
Yeah, we don't fuck
We're
with.
very serious about.
There are a couple of things that we don't fuck with. We don't fuck with racism. We don't fuck with bullying. Full stop. Whether it's age,
That's okay.
age stuff.
I understand you're new to being a mod. I'm gonna let it slide, but just like when you're talking to people, just watch how you're spelling things and how it's coming across.
So
But yeah,
we
let's
don't
get off that
yeah.
sort of thing.
So we don't fuck with racism. We don't fuck with bullying. Whether it's age based or if they're like maybe special needs or something. Like we don't fuck with that, and we don't fuck with gendered stuff or
I
with
mean, we do
sexualities.
charity events. Like we did the first one this year.
Yeah.
We didn't raise much. It was mainly me.
But we tried,
support the
and
kids. So we did
yeah,
that for disabled gamers. Hopefully we can do on this year.
we try to be very. No, we're not saying you are Big Bean. We're just saying those are things we don't touch. We are trying to create a safe space for people of all ages, whether they're young, old.
Like, yeah, I know you do, Baked Bean, but like, if there was a mod and they ever did anything like that,
They'd be out.
I wouldn't let them be a mod again.
We wouldn't let them in the channel again.
Like, you know, if Jacob, sometimes Jacob might say something stupid. He's been banned so many times. I swear, but I don't think he's ever been racist or
No.
homophobic. I'm not.
There are definite lines that we will never ever
So
cross.
I can be bodyguard tomorrow. You said I was earlier. Of course you can be bodyguard. Hey, well, I'm just saying, you can join the part. You can join the lobbies as well.
But
have
you
to be a member.
you can't talk to us
Rule.
ever.
In terms of talking in parties, that's well, I wouldn't say ever, George.
No,
if
you
it's
know what I mean,
controlled,
you know
if
what I
it's
mean, yeah,
something
yeah.
I'm difficult, but not in terms of not just on a random video. Like, it has to be settled.
So another thing, we've been in the internet environment for a long old time. We've seen people that we should look up to be looking for nudes or stuff, like
Yes.
especially recently with some of the stuff, the people that we used to watch, right? They were sexual predators, abusers.
I think the internet's so big.
we
now,
never
so
wanna be any part of
so
that.
many bad people out there.
Because
gotta-
you can
you've
put
gotta-
you can put up a false front, and we will never ever put up a false front. We're fucking idiots. We're okay with
You
that.
gotta present it. You gotta present it as you want it to be. So like, if we don't allow any of that stuff because we don't want that to happen anywhere, so we don't want a kid stumbling on some random channel and then being like, "Oh, can I join your party?" Like they should be against that. Like, don't talk to strangers, you know.
Something we were taught at a young
yeah,
age
we can
is don't talk to strangers. That stranger danger was a big thing that we were taught because there wasn't so much as online stuff, but it was mainly in person. But online is even worse because you can't see the face of the person you're talking to online. For us, you can, but you shouldn't trust
I got a
us.
question, Chet. Hit us with it, guys. Any questions you got? Now's the time.
Oh yeah, no, we understand them enjoying wanting to join the streamers party, but we can't
I
allow
know,
that.
Smokey. I
We-
know people want to join. Certain situations,
It'll be
allowed
fine.
it.
Yeah, but
you know what as well? Say someone who's, I don't know, 15, 16. If they're 16 or over, then
maybe. Well,
You know, we'd be more inclined
if we
to
know
join.
them, if we know
but
them.
we also need to know the person, and we'd have to speak to them before. That Sharpie's.
Yeah, they
It's
caught
not a
they
Sharpie,
caught they
it's just
caught
normal
you.
pen.
They caught you sniffing pens, man.
That's like plastic.
But yeah, so like we don't ever want to be accused of something we're not. Whether that's by people that don't know us, by people online.
Plus, as well, Smokey. I know you have said some stupid things in the past. Like you've had some arguments with Kingdom and stuff. So, you know, I wouldn't want you to say something stupid in the moment on a stream as well, and then get me banned because you feel terrible about it.
Yeah, it's a whole thing
Hey,
because
What are you doing tomorrow morning on stream and can?
so it won't be morning for us.
You're gonna have to tell me it back, though.
It'll be maybe like
It'll be about
5 p.m. Yeah.
And by the way, guys, tomorrow's the last stream for like 4 days because I'm
Oh.
gonna do 4 streams on, 4 streams off.
That's the problem, Smokey. That's what you've got to accept as a moderator for us. Is because of the games we play, we do have a younger audience, which is stupid for
And it
us.
just gets on my nerves when he spams the same thing. Yeah, it happens, as George is saying.
The games we
Like, people
play,
spam the same thing.
Fortnite is
Sometimes
catered
I
for a
will
younger
tell them off
audience.
in stream.
Yeah.
You'll notice though, if someone asks me the same question 3-4 times, I'll just give the same answer, but I won't get mad. If they do it like 5, 6, 7 times, then I'm starting to be like, dude, you've said that 15 million times. Okay, we'll try doing it 5.
Well, like,
It's going to be great to see that, Haywire. I will say, you have been watching the stream a lot lately, Haywire, and you've been joining a lot of streams, so I just want to say thanks for your support.
oh yeah.
So,
Like,
you know,
we enjoy doing this.
don't think we're being like, don't come here, we hate you. That's not what we're doing. We have stuff in place.
We
have to
literally
stick by it.
we fully enjoy making content for people. That is why we do what we do, even though we earn nothing from it.
We don't
We
really get
enjoy
paid for it.
we enjoy making content. I've always made content. You've always made content, really, with your early
Yeah, my
Minecraft
fingers
stuff.
covered in.
Um,
I've got
so
like 15 million bottles of hand sanitizer. Don't worry.
just in case,
It's George, I mean, look at this. This is just on my shelf here. I've got a big bottle over there. Bro.
I don't have any with
That's
me.
just on that shelf.
I have them in my coat pocket. I've got like a little one to carry around with me.
What I've been accumulating from the last like 12 months, man. I've got so many bottles of hand sanitizer. I could clean a house. Bro, I could sanitize a house.
You could. I fully believe that.
I love your YouTube channel. Oh, thank you, Haywire.
That's what I mean. We enjoy. We enjoy getting those kind of comments of like, oh, we love your content, or we love your channel.
Instead, smoking, like still promoting or sharing it on Facebook, doing whatever you can. Like even if it's dead and I don't gain anything from it, I'm still gonna be like, you know what? He tried. He tried to help me out, share it with his friends. So, you know, that's gonna make me smile if people share the video.
Smokey, you just gotta be careful with what
Even
you
if
say
it
in future. Like, I understand that you haven't said anything super bad,
Remember when I got in your game that
but like,
one time, loads of time. That's fine.
you
I
did,
don't mind that.
just take a second to think about what you're presenting, especially if you're looking to create content yourself. Because I know that you're doing TikTok as well. What you present to people is what they will see you as. If they see you as mean and horrible, you will not get views from people that aren't mean and horrible.
Yeah, sometimes when I'm annoyed, I'll just say the things on my mind. That's why I did it with Kaylin.
Like as I'm saying, you just as you present.
Like that. I've learned from my own mistakes because when I was a kid, I've said some stupid things that I didn't mean.
In the heat of the moment,
And
you're
it's
very
got me
often
into
liable to say stuff like that.
situations I felt terrible.
Yeah.
You know.
And once you say something, you can't take it back. So just take a couple of
And
seconds
it's
to
made
think.
me rethink what I said. I'm excited for tomorrow. That's what I like to hear, Haywire. We'll be back with another fashion show.
Hell yeah.
I can see George is very excited at the prospect. To be honest, the fashion shows can get frustrated, but the last couple of days I've just been, and last week as well, I've just been having fun with it. I've not been getting too serious. I care about the griefers. Me and George just, well, it's got weirder than it's ever been.
Yeah,
but
which is
it's
good.
Fun.
Like
We've been having
that's nicer for us because we have that sort of like laid back attitude
the
now.
only way we can tolerate
Jacob.
that many. I mean, how many fashion shows have we done?
Oh, too fucking many. Dubsy does TikTok and Twitch. Exactly, Dubsy. How do you present yourself? You always try and present yourself as a good person.
Really things in my old friendship group. Yeah, I've said terrible things.
Yeah, that you never mean. You never mean them, really. It's the heat of the moment, or you've been
And then I
goaded by
felt
someone to say it. And it's just... You just got to learn to think for yourself sometimes, which sounds weird coming from us, because I don't think, ever. My brain is like, I literally... Everything I say is like a constant flow of stream of thoughts. And there's never a pause between me thinking and saying something, unless I know I think I'm going to say something stupid. And
Like,
then I will fully pause and think about it, which is when I go silent.
Caleb, you know, sometimes Caleb can say stupid things, silly things, because he's got that kind of attitude. But like when he was saying he was in hospital and he's doing silly things, like you shouldn't touch that. Like, don't question that, even if you think it's wrong.
Even if it's a lie,
If that has
even
happened,
if it's a lie, someone else in chat might have had that happen, and you don't want to say something to him and then them think it's to them, or them reference that, be like, oh, this is how this person thinks about these kind of scenarios, which is never what you
Even
want.
if you think it's wrong, like, I think we should always do the podcast. Like, I think every podcast we end up talking about this, but I think these issues are really important to make people realise.
Especially for a younger
Just
audience.
always think about what you're saying.
Yeah.
Also, if you can get into that mindset now, Smokey, it's going to help you so much in later life. Because now that I think more about what I'm saying, I get more opportunities and go further. Like, the stupid stuff I've said in interviews, George.
Oh, same.
The stupidest
Same.
things. I mean,
saying
guy
that,
asked me,
that is how I got my first
if you-
job. Was saying something fucking dumb.
if you had to be late to work, or rush into work and not look presentable, and he made me choose between two of them, and I says, well, you know, looking presentable is always important. And I said, so I would obviously make sure I look presentable, but I would get to work on time. And that was the wrong answer, because I should always say, like, get to work on time no matter what.
Well,
But
no,
then you
like,
still need to look presentable for them.
yeah,
Like,
it's
trick questions, but
those
you
are trick
really have to
questions.
think about what you're saying.
You have to. This is actually something we're gonna talk about in future. I think is job interviews. They're full of trick questions that you will never get right. You just have to make sure your idea.
It's hard. But I tell you what, George, the last two job interviews I've smashed out the park, mate. I had this guy eating out my hand, bro.
I thought I did with the fucking
such a
Argos
nice
as well.
guy.
The Argos people were fucking loving me, but there was someone with more qualifications, and they will always take more qualifications over a dumbass like
So they
them
had a
liking
master's
someone.
degree.
No, they'd had experience in the role I was for, because I've never had customer
Okay,
service.
the industry.
Yeah, I've never had customer service
I
role
realised,
really.
you know, in the last interview I did, I wasn't caring too much.
Yeah,
Like,
that
he asked me if I was
presents
nervous before the interview. I said, yeah. I was like, yeah, I am a bit nervous. Cause,
that shows that you
it's
care
a
about
big
the job a
thing I
little
wanna
bit.
get,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
I turned up 30 minutes early, bro. And then for the like 20 minutes of the interview, I just talked about all the things that are going on. And, you know, he seen in me the qualities that he needed. So sometimes you don't have to, you have to think, but like you have to be yourself.
Don't
Like,
overthink
job interviews
things.
are a tricky one, but
They're horrible.
you know, as you
I've
get older, you get so much better at them. But it's the first couple.
fully expect to fuck up your first few interviews. Absolutely, like I still fuck up mine.
You need that practice.
Yeah, you do, and it also depends on the
That's what
roles.
I say to you though, George. Apply for everything, bro.
Oh, I do.
Because just doing those interviews is gonna make you.
You're
so
worried
much
about your
stronger.
brother because he's in Florida. What's going on in Florida right now? Have we missed something? Is there like
Yeah, what's
a
going on? Something going on over in Florida.
because as English we don't really get we don't get international news that much here. A lot of our news is centered around the UK.
Smokey, don't think I'm targeting you in any way.
Oh no,
I'm just
no.
giving you information.
This is stuff that you have to know in future,
But
like for real.
You don't have to be sorry because you've already apologized in the past. I'm just explaining to you guys. You know, I'm trying to share some wisdom.
We're giving
a
you
little bit of
the ideas behind what we're saying, so we're not just saying a fact and being like. And anyway, we want you to understand the
Yeah, what's
situations
going on in
behind it.
Florida?
Start to Google to what's going on in Florida. I'm always worried about America. America's just a worrying place.
I think sometimes the best thing about these podcasts is we get to talk about things. You see us play games. Most of the time on Fortnite, we're chatting garbage. We're chatting absolute shit, basically. On the podcast,
Coronavirus cases surge. So there's a
Important stuff.
huge amount of there's like 50% rise in coronavirus.
You know what though, hey, well, I'm sure your brother's a fighter, and if he does contract it, he'll be fine. But I'm saying like podcasts sometimes a good way to talk. I think in lockdown as well, we've done a lot of them, and I realise that it is an important thing because just talking to your audience sometimes without all the gimmicks and the gaming, and it's so important.
Yeah,
You know?
it can distract a little bit from the importance of what we're saying. Like whether you see it as important or not, like us saying it to us is important. Like not everything we do is for you. Sometimes us just laying some stuff off our chest is great. Especially
George, what's your
so.
favourite film that you've watched? I hate these questions, you know.
There's so many films
How
out.
do you pin down what
My
your
guy,
favourite is?
I'm 24. I've seen a lot
You
of
see, I've
films.
got like 4,000 movies. I've got like 4,000 films on DVD, bro. if you know me in real life, you'll know that I have two films that I always watch, and that is Rocky
Karate Kid.
and what's the other one, George? And Karate Kid, and you've seen those on
And
the podcast.
Spider-Man 2.
Spider-Man 2 is like another like.
Yeah.
I'd never shut up about, but
So the thing is,
it's hard
I don't
because
have a go-to
Not
favorite
good
film.
films.
I like to keep up to date on films a little bit. Like I don't just choose
I'm trying to
one.
think of this one that I've watched lately. I watched Fast and Furious, new Fast and Furious.
Still got shit.
It's all about family, bro. Every movie is basically family, right? And then people dying and coming back to life. It's worse than a comic book film, bro. Han dies, comes back to life. They talk about his death in like 4 films in the wrong order.
You know why, don't you?
I mean,
they didn't realise they wanted him
Letty-
back.
Yeah, but he represents Chinese audience.
Yeah, exactly. Well,
And
Asian audience, not just
They
Chinese.
also money in China. Yeah, Chinese Asian audience. Right. Letty dies, come back in the next, what, one film, two films?
Next one over, yeah.
The Rock falls off a building,
It's fine.
survives, only breaks his leg.
It's
Who
basically
else?
it's become a comic book film. Really, when you think about it, it's comic book
And
physics.
then every couple of years, Dom has a new family member that pops up. He's now got a brother, John Cena. That's 2 wrestlers in the same franchise. I swear there's another guy that died and come back to life as well. I think there's one of the baddies that died and come back to life. I think it Hobbs' brother or something. Didn't he die and come back to life? Maybe. I don't know.
Oh, who knows?
And then you got Going to Space. But I'll say one thing. I'll say, George, is Going to Space in that film. They done it so well because it was so comical. It wasn't the seriousness that you expected.
Good. I'm glad about that.
Like the space was the comedy element, so it worked so well. But I'm gonna spoil. Should I spoil the film?
No,
I'll spoil the
you've
film.
never seen Fast
So
9.
basically,
Fast 9's not out. It's only just come out, so you're fine not to watch it yet. We don't want to spoil it for you, Hayward, or for me. So don't you fucking dare, you son of a bitch.
Well, how do I put this where spoil it?
It's a good film.
I mean, a blue car turns up in the end. That's all I'm gonna say. Plus, I mean, Vin Diesel, he's got like 20 enemies coming at him, bro. And he just... What is it that he does that? He like pulls them... He's on like this, You're still looking at me like that. He's on like this platform or walkway, and he pulls these metal bars and pulls the whole thing down, and like 20 enemies just all fall. Bro,
It's a comic book. It's a comic book. They used to be good. It used to be realistic. It used to be bound in reality. Not for long.
Stainless steel. Like, I don't know how big this is, but it's like solid metal. He just pulls it apart, man. And then he gets that. Well, I'm not going to say anything about that. But also, all the bad guys become friends. Hobbs started off as a bad guy. Best mates.
Well,
Best mates, man.
Hobbs never was. Hobbs never was a bad guy. Hobbs was always a good guy, trying to take on bad guys. Right?
Oh, it's Shaw.
Yeah, sure was a bad
Shaw.
guy.
He's basically the enemy. He's like the... You know, he's trying to take... him down,
That's
becomes
not
family.
Shed's camera quality. That's my internet connection that's making that.
Hobbs is the same. Hobbs is the same because he's not with him at first. Becomes best friends with him. There's like 10 other people who this happens to.
So
in that
I
franchise,
don't.
man.
So the
It's
thing
so
is,
funny,
I don't think it's just that. I think the way they play it off is it's like a.
I must say, it's a popcorn film.
Yeah.
They're always going to be exciting. They're always going to be fun. They're always going to be worth watching, and you know you're in for a ride when you watch it. It's not 100%
Realistic.
logical.
It never has been really. The first one was a little bit, but after that, it's not.
You know what you're in for. It's fun to watch. I enjoy it. I enjoy every one of it. I love Fast and Furious, but
I love Tokyo
there's a
Drift.
lot of tropes.
Tokyo
that
Drift is one of my
seem to be
favourite.
Popping up. There's a lot of tropes that pop up that are very similar in the writing. But I suppose when you've done 9 films,
Kind of have to.
that's
Yeah.
that point.
Anyway, it's great.
Someone say family.
Family.
Yeah, it's really good part. Can I judge the fashion show of you tomorrow? You remember, bro, so of course you can. I'm Dominic Toretto. Favorite rap song?
I don't like rap.
To be honest, I couldn't tell you. My music is so varied. Right now, I've not really been listening to much music, I must say.
I've been listening to
The
more
last
pop.
couple of months, not really.
I've been listening to pop punk and a little bit of like alternative rock and alternative pop as well.
Should we release the Flat Box playlist to the audience?
Oh no, because I haven't changed it in years. We'll have to do some updates. Maybe we could. We could.
We
I'm
need to
happy.
make a streamer playlist.
I'm happily to do a playlist with you that includes our favorite songs. But we need to sit down and think about it. Not just
Maybe we should do a podcast. We should do a podcast about music, and that's where we release the playlist.
Yeah, maybe. AC/DC. AC/DC is not rap, but they are good guitarists. The guitarist is one of the best I've ever heard. Like in a rock sort of thing. I think Hendrix is also really amazing guitarist. Was a really amazing guitarist. His guitar riffs are some of the best things I've ever heard.
You know, it's been good doing a podcast though. We're gonna try and do another one next week. We're gonna have to start wrapping up soon because it's 1 o'clock. But,
yeah, we've gone on for 3 hours.
I'm losing George. I'm losing George in the phone.
I'm losing
when he
me
starts
full
looking
stop.
at his phone. I'm like losing the world.
What's my favourite shoe brand? I'm a big fan of Doc Martens, even though they originally started off as a Nazi brand, but after coming to the UK, they were fine. So DMs.
So basically, guys, I've been uploading on TikTok,
Yep.
Instagram,
Yep.
YouTube. So make sure to check them all out. Give them a look.
If
And
you
also
enjoy
let
them,
us know if you want more podcasts. And give us podcast ideas if
Yeah.
you enjoy this, if you enjoy talking to us.
we enjoy
And seeing us
content.
live.
Give us some ideas because we've been doing this now for
No one ever gives ideas.
yonks.
You gotta give us ideas, guys.
my brain is empty.
We're gonna run out of ideas.
Thank you, Dubsy. My brain is empty. My brain has always been empty. Any ideas I have been squeezed out by the podcast and by the stuff we do.
Fill George's brain.
I need
But like,
need
give
mental
us ideas
ideas.
and let us know if you want more of these. Like, show your love for them.
Hmm.
Go and watch some of the others, maybe. They're quite
Yeah, we have
sometimes I
9
watch
other.
them back.
We have 9 other podcasts that we've done in the past, ranging from games to films. So please
I
do
watch
take.
them back.
Yeah, I do as well.
And
So
I
take
enjoy 'em.
maybe like one a day if you want to watch them. If you don't, let us know why you don't. Let us know if the quality is bad, if everything's shit. Oh wow, you've got a porn bot.
Let me just.
You've got a porn bot. I've never seen a porn bot on a YouTube video. I'm fucking loving my
what is
life
that?
right now.
Right, so
The
this
fuck?
this is the TikTok if you want to follow it. Is that you,
Bro,
George?
I wish it was me.
Edward underscore is the TikTok. Is that like TJ or something?
No, that's an actual bot. That's so good.
Oh,
I've never seen a porn bot in a YouTube live comments.
No, you know why? Because you deleted the www dot, and I probably didn't do it properly. The Instagram is
Wow!
720 if you want to follow. Why are you getting excited about that? After all
I've just
the stuff
choked.
we've talked about.
I've just choked on my own spit. I just think I've never seen one in mine. I've never seen one in yours before.
Is that what you're into, George?
Yep.
Choking on spit.
Yep, choking on spit.
What is that watch, George?
Oh, it's my my one I got for my birthday. It's
Looks
a
like a
Casio.
5-year-old's watch.
It's like a Casio like calculator one, but it's not a calculator one
Looks
because
like a
they're
watch that a
expensive.
7-year-old girl will wear.
Oh, it's fucking bopping, man. I love it.
I will tell my friends to watch it. Thank you so much. Minecraft Survival, you want more of that? I can do that.
What do you mean by
Want me to do
survival?
survival map though?
Do you
It makes no sense to do a
mean
new
the
version.
ones we've done before, or
What I want to do is I want to do a new series with George of something Minecraft, but we just don't know what that's going to be yet. But
the thing
I think that's
is,
something we have to plan.
we've done the island and we've lost the files and stuff like that. Well, not lost the files. We've lost the
I'm not lost though. They're on another PC.
Yeah, we can't. Wow, she's back again.
Roast. I'm gonna kill you, George.
I'm
Shut up about the bloody bot, man.
here. I'm dealing with it. Don't worry about it.
So yeah, we need to do another series like that, but make sure you're showing your love for these things, guys. If you can share the video, that would be amazing. But we will have to start wrapping up soon because it's getting on.
Yes.
But we'll be back tomorrow. When you end, good night. Thank you so much, KY. But yeah, I want you guys just to know, like, any of the stuff we've said, don't take it personally. Like, if you don't talk about stuff. We're just sharing our opinions and like educating you guys, and also with the vaccines as well.
Don't take what we say.
Like,
Seriously.
the vaccines. Don't take what we say as personal.
It's gospel.
If you
Honestly,
wanna have it, have it.
I would.
You don't wanna have it,
What I
don't
would
have it.
suggest doing is looking up information, but don't look on information on conspiracy sites because they are designed to confuse you.
You can't do it on Bedrock Edition. Get Java Edition for Minecraft. You got to do both.
We've got Java. We both got Java,
I
but we
have Java.
can't. I can't stream it. It's easy to.
George can't record it. George
Well, am I
can't play it.
typing? I'm not typing.
Anyway, guys, we're gonna have to end this now. 'cause
Yes.
It's getting late, and we just
Rambling. Yeah.
But have an awesome night all day.
Let us know
wherever
what you
from.
want to see in the
I hope
comments
you've
below.
enjoyed This. To be honest, I think today's been an interesting one. We've done moral dilemmas, which we've never done before. We've done how much is that?
How much is that?
We've talked about lockdown, vaccines, World Cup, all sorts of
Oh,
stuff.
you can see my mouse.
Should
I
just
was.
ask what graphics card you have?
What I was doing, I was
it's
blocking
like
the
a
cam,
GTX
the
something.
cam chat. Mine's
Quite a good
inbuilt. Mine is
But yeah,
a
guys, I'm gonna.
non-existent. It's a GeForce MX 190 or something.
I'd like a GTX 3000. I'm not even sure, but it's pretty decent because it was a £1,000 PC. But we're getting to that another time. We're gonna end it here, boys. But have a good night.
Bye, guys.
Sweet dreams.
I'm made of this.
Dreams are made of this.
God damn it, we're
Peace
both
out,
the
boys.
same person. Bye, guys.